Start us off. It's okay. Hello, everybody. We're already. This is a speedrunning kind of bracket, man. We've got Tigran, we've got Darkslayer. It's me, Toledo. I'm with Ben Pie. Ben, are you ready to rock tonight, man?
I'm so ready to rock. I'm ready to watch some Blaze Blue on this beautiful Monday night. Another Boston Blue Beat online weekly we got coming to you live right now. Starting off with a big pro tag matchup here, kind of.
Yeah, man. The classic Ragna versus Naoto here. And already we're seeing a pretty strong opening from Darkslayer, managing to get the first big hit of the match right now. Things are looking kind of scrappy at the moment, but we'll see how things kind of shift over time.
Yeah, this matchup can kind of go like that. That is a big guard pusher in the 2D. And just to confirm...
Oh no! 5D. I think he wanted. I think 2D. He wanted 5D. I don't know if it would have confirmed with that paration, but I like the awareness. Just an unfortunate drop. But Darkslayer already striking back with an OD here. We're gonna see the Devoured by Darkness gonna get a ton of health back already.
Yeah, giving himself a bit of a lead now instead of being on the back foot. Tigran still got a burst to work with himself here though. Gets the hit. Nice little confirm to bring Dark all the way to the corner here. Nice knockdown too.
Plenty of meter to work with. Pretty much any hit will do it as long as a confirm can follow. Big whiff on the follow-up to Nightmare Edge, but no whiff punish here. This is looking really dicey. That is a bold JD.
Yo, they kind of be scrambling at the end there, but Tigran finding the victory there for the round. Dark got burst back right at the end here, and it's starting big with a big hit in the beginning of this second round. Tigran all the way with him.
Looking beat for beat like round one here, but Tigran ended up going for the up back right here. We are indeed chicken blocking. We belong in coop, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Pushed out, gets DP on the whiff normal there, and Tigran getting some nice hits.
Oh, I did not expect that enhanced record to hit, did you?
No, I know it can, but even at that height, I was like,
Literally, I was like, I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't even blame him for not finishing that. I was like, oh, that hit.
Was it dash 6D? That was definitely a DP, but you won't tell.
Tigran's throwing out a lot of drives trying to bait Darkslayer, but I think Darkslayer's finally wising up and going like, I have a life. Why would I talk to you? Oh no! Purple throw! Not high enough for this charge 6D to hit. Oh god, this is so awkward. This could go really poorly. Oh my god, throw connects to super! Okay. Fine.
Get real awkward, or that can just happen.
Dude, because I was like, okay, OD was pressed, someone's dying. There's no other way this resolves.
Yeah, speaking of OD, I don't think Tigran even used his burst at all that whole first set there, or that first game.
He didn't actually, yeah. Huh. Somewhat surprising there. We'll see if that ends up changing. Naruto OD is not the strongest OD, though it is still good.
On a lot of damage, but it kind of doesn't do anything like special if you just kind of pop it.
Yeah, there's not much utility to it, but you know, its ability to confirm kills at certain ranges, like, you know, can help. I really like that air DP from Darkslayer there, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh. Not counter hit, so not the most hits done there.
Yeah. So Tigran is still, I like the Gauntlet Hades there. I especially like the RC, just in case Tigran ends up like blocking it first try, you know, guarantee some safety, you still get a confirm for it. A lot of big drops, I'm not gonna lie. It's not drop-them-all, it's just drop.
A lot of big drops, and no one really capitalizing on the drops. We're just kind of going to neutral with that reverse, like...
Kide auto-correcting like that.
Yeah, the swing backs Cade there.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, okay. If he followed up off of the sway, I would have given him so many flowers.
This is Boston's finest here.
Oh no, that's a really unfortunate 2D. I like the idea too, just unfortunately not quite there on the height. Darkslayer immediately capitalized. This is going very well. From the other sets, from the last game that we saw from them, they weren't really able to maintain pressure like this. So this is cool to see.
Yeah, we're gonna finally get to play the game a little bit here. We'll hang on to the burst too. Scrambling in the corner here. Dark somehow finds himself back on the top.
So many strange interactions, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I'm watching things go in like weird directions. This isn't gonna be able to kill. It's a lot of damage, but there's not like any OP to speak of here. But again, it's a massive life lead. You really don't need to approach. 5B ends up stuffing Tigran's approach there. Good stuff.
Yeah. He was kind of trying to think, cause a little bit of a scramble situation by dashing under, but wasn't ready for sort of a neutral tech on Dark here. But oh
God!
Doesn't quite get the connection there.
Okay, 2A ends up low profiling the jab from Ragna. Simple confirm here. Always remember the KISS principles. You gotta keep it simple, stupid. Especially in bracket. Oh, ends up going for the full extension too. Let's see. Gonna go for the Oki? Yes, does opt for the safe jump. 6A finally comes in. Oh, that's fine. You can jump cancel. OD back? DP? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's so unfortunate. He has to DPD really early if he wants the help.
Yeah, finds a way to get to it and gonna tie up almost, not quite, but we got another hit. It's gonna be a little bit more health back. And Tigran just not blocking the the kind of the jump in, the mid on the mid meaty on a wake up there.
Yeah, and you could tell that Dark Slayer was intending for that. It was like, oh, okay, you know, Tigran's gonna block it, given the way that they immediately went for the 6B. Both players finally showing a few Gatlings into overheads. You know, Dark Slayer's been showing Gauntlet Hades a bit, but not yet 6B, whereas Tigran showing the 6A. We're kind of in an overheads unlocked mode, so to speak.
Oh, here we go. The 6B's coming in full force now.
Yeah. Opts for, I don't know if that's actually a legitimate safe jump. It looks like it, but I can't tell if it's real and true.
It is against most, but Naoto does have quite a fast DP. He might be able to smoke it.
Especially because of its genuine like size of it too. Like the horizontal hitbox is really good for that like particular angle. Another Gauntlet Hades coming in. I think Dark Slayer's picking up on a couple of blocking habits here. Should be able to super and finish it up for round 1 of game 3 here.
Yeah, I like that. A lot cleaner. Dark kind of turned the tables now in this last game here, going up on match point.
Yeah.
Tigran still got the burst going this round though. Okay.
We're still seeing a lot of the JDs from Tigran as well. You know, we saw him opt for them from round 1, and they're still kind of coming in now, and they're doing some pretty good work. I think for Dark Slayer, right, it's a matter of, do I maneuver around it? Do I try to, like, intercept with, like, a JA if it's charged? You know, so on and so forth. You know, talking about, I'm yapping about neutral, but we're hitting buttons. We're striking and attacking.
Yeah, these guys are just swingers here, and another 6B here going to give Dark a little bit of momentum. Tigran still sitting on the burst. Probably going to have to...
Oh! Big call out. You got to finish your food, though. No! Purple Throw's teched. Astral range as well. Dragon's Astral not too hard to connect, but... Oh, God. You have to burst there, yeah. You have to... No! Pain.
Yeah, he could have... I don't want to say it. Dark saw the charging up. He's just like, I'm going to send it. It's like, Tigran got to know how to deal with this.
Yeah, and it's especially difficult too because you kind of have to wait a second to see like, okay, are they committing to the charge? And if so, are they going to be able to, you know, react to the screen freeze, not react to the screen freeze, but are they going to be able to input perfectly a dash cancel sway on the screen freeze, if that's even feasible? So that was just a rough scenario for Tigran there, but a fun set from both players here.
Yeah, that's quite the way to start off the night here with that Ragna Naoto matchup there. And funny, like a good back and forth there where Tigran really had control in the first game and then slowly shifted over to Dark, kind of getting his own momentum and figuring out what kind of game plan Tigran was trying to run.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we are breezing through these. These players are pulling up immediately, huh?
Everyone a fiending for some BlazBlue, I guess.
Dude, I'm looking at the bracket real quick, like, okay, you know what's going on? Like, you know, would the stream match need to be? Players are already loaded up, readied up, etc., etc. It's like they want to mash, man. They want to mash.
I've been wanting to mash lately too.
I've not been in a mashing mood. I've been doing random side quests, but
well, okay.
We'll
throw a random side quest sometimes though.
Real and true. Okay, so we're gonna see. Yeah, this is Heartwad and Vexia. So Vexia has been playing Mai for, I think, a bit over a year now at this point. Personal bias, my friend. He's been doing pretty solidly here. Heartwad, I've seen here and there on the day.
Yes, a bit more of a frequent flyer in recent times. Kind of a replacement since I feel like I've not seen Kobe much. A new resident Bang to enter the bracket here.
Yeah. it's always fun to see a lot more new players pop into the rotation. Sometimes you see a lot of net play consistent people end up, they just kind of back off for a bit, or they end up rejoining at a later time. So it's always fun to see like a rotating, not cast of characters, actual people. But it's fun to see a rotating set of players and see how they're all like interacting. Oh, that's a big scramble city there. I don't mind Heartwad honestly going for like, simple 2C safe jump there. I'm just very surprised at the 2D interaction.
Okay. We'll throw on that bit of a sprinkle there. We're going to bring Heartwad to the corner though. Goes to mix.
1-4. Ends up keeping it simple here. Yuri, it's a bit minus. Surprised that Heartwad didn't end up opting to try to steal a turn or take it back, but that means that Vexy is going to be able to continue on with the offense here. Ooh, throw coming in as well. I thought that was going to be over. I'm not going to lie.
I think he set up for it and then was expecting maybe Heartwad to try to do a drive. Cover that option. He didn't tech either way, so.
Yeah, and I think that Vexy is looking for maybe a defensive option from Heartwad here with a lot of these like double jumps, whether that's a reversal super or whether that's like kind of trying to prep for Bang OD where, let's be real, all bets are off. Not too sure. So far it's been working out, but if Heartwad like peeps this, he's like, they're going to be able to just run out of the corner for free. So you got to be very mindful with that kind of structure on offense.
Oh my god, okay. Both players popping OD here in a bit of a scramble.
I kind of believe in the mash. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes Bang hits OD and I'm like, I'm just going to mash 5A, man. Like, you're going to run into me or you're going to like left-right me like 20 times in a row and I'm going to lose like 4k health at best. So we'll figure it out in post. Jeez, inside?
Oh, I thought the flip might have actually come through that.
Yeah. But I think either the double flip was slow or it was like way past invuln frame, surprisingly.
Yeah. No seals on Bang's end here. Or Heartwad, I didn't even realize that, but might not even need him at this point.
8 nails, 5 now. Honestly, like a quick 236D would be able to like snipe out the round in the game here, and ends up happening right now.
As you're speaking it.
Yeah, I think it's really important. This is a skill that takes a while to develop. Recognizing your different win conditions as they shift and playing to them like consistently. Well, I'll talk about it a little bit after the set maybe, but I just want to shout out Heartwad for peeping, the life difference and saying, oh, I have very limited resources, but I can still use it to threaten and like stuff the approaches there. Okay, these 2As have really been connecting a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's been like Heartwad's like most frequent opener. Do you feel the same way or?
Yeah, I mean both. I see like both players have gotten a bit of mileage out of their 2As and just like a string or like a pressure sequence. I don't know if the opposing player is a little antsy, like right there.
Ooh. But I love the stance cancel. That one messes me up so bad. I don't know what it is. Mine goes into stance, cancels, and goes into 2A, and I'm like, oh, my brain is scrambled. Even though the overhead has like a distinct animation, like I just get pissed. I don't know why.
You see that knee rise, and you're like, this is it. And then you're like, no, it wasn't.
And I'm like, oh, the answer once again was just barrier fuzzy note, and I did not listen to my heart of hearts.
Actually looking real good on this round.
That was a big momentum shift. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, was it only one round? Was that one round with Heartwad up one, or we won one?
Yeah, we're at the score is correct basically, and so Vexy is only up this round currently. I like the dash under. Oh, 60 ends up connecting. It does reach pretty far. Should be a couple of seals. Sans the drop, unfortunately. Webmail. Okay.
Gets to confirm. I think it's another seal. Gets another.
Oh, we're
all sealed.
Okay. OD is available as well, but I don't think Heartwad's necessarily going to need it. I think with the life discrepancy, Vexy is not like inclined to burst here. Yeah, Super will get it done after 60.
Alright, Heartwad looking to wrap this up quick.
Yeah, I'm not
next round, or next game, I should say.
Yeah, these guys are trying to keep it easy and breezy, I swear.
Okay, I like that.
Coming out.
Yeah, definitely nailed there. Got some poison on you, but got the pressure on Heartwad here.
I think the big problem for Vexia right now in this set has been like Heartwad's neutral. You know, Vexia in these positions, you know, where he manages to get his offense started, tends to do pretty well. Oh, I do like the response on the jab. This is going to be solid damage, 3 seals as well, but eating a bang OD and receiving that is okay. That's not the worst.
Yeah, a bit off of the EA. I think he is trying to make sure he's playing for that burst, come back a little later, just to have another, you know, a chance at robbery if needed.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, if it goes like the distance, there's 60 seconds left on the clock, we see that, but with a counter hit here, RC to make sure the confirm is sealed, that's gonna be 60, super once more, that will be 2-0 for Heartwad.
Yeah, quite clean, both players, though. Vexia definitely had some rounds in there where, he got his game rolling and, you know, kind of cooked Heartwad, but Heartwad just stayed solid and let it deter him.
Mm-hmm. Those sets are always almost weird sometimes in review, where you look back on them and you're like, I was frying this guy. Why did that just like stop happening? And it can be a little difficult. I think in that set, one thing that Heartwad did really well that Vexia was having a hard time dealing with, frankly, was just like the nail usage, right? The Heartwad's ability to just be like, okay, you are staying on the ground very clearly here. I'm going to make sure that I'm sending out my 2-3-60s, poison, like any nail is going to come in that direction. And I think Vexia had a difficult time maneuvering either through the air or modifying approaches in order to make nails whiff, bait nails, or kind of like drain that as a resource to put some pressure on Heartwad to approach. I wonder if part of that is because of the way that game 1 had opened up, where Heartwad was a lot more aggressive. I think we saw like 2 IAD J4Bs or something as like round start interactions. And I think kind of dealing with that or trying to move around properly can be really frustrating, especially when it's Bang. And the Bang players using their movement and using nails very effectively to, you know, dance around you. You're catching this very loud 50-year-old sounding 20-year-old. But I digress. We're good to go for the next set, so please feel free to, you know, keep it pushing. That's all right. We've got Gabagool and Fazama.
Fuzz making a BBBO stream appearance here. I feel like I have not seen him in like a week or two.
It's been a little bit. I think it's interesting seeing some of these players come up because I would expect to see Fazama pull up for Frosty Faustings.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, that kind of tournament season is soon to start up. So we might see some more like, we might see some frequent flyers, as you may say, pull up a bit more as they kind of get ready for it.
Yeah, a little training arc right before the major.
You got Frosties. You end up having Slashback, Combo Breaker. There's a lot of things that are coming up BlazBlue wise. Ooh! A follow-up ends up connecting on the backdash. This is going to be about 3k damage. Pretty good.
Yeah, a nice little start here for Fuzz. Also got Gabagool in the corner here. Alright, just takes the meaty here. Get a nice extension.
Fuzz looking like a landlord. He really wants Gabagool to stay in this corner, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
No amenities either? Jesus, you just getting hit. Look, you see that utilities not included? I'm like, once again. Oh, unfortunate. No RC there.
I was just say, I mean, I guess maybe you kind of see the first hit whiff, or the first part whiff, and you kind of aren't ready for Fuzz to fall back into it. But
yeah, there are weird times with Azrael DPs, like, due to the way it hits, like, I'm not gonna lie. If I was maining Azrael, I'd just be mashing out. No care in the world. But I think confirming the fact that you connected and that you can do it can be like pretty weird sometimes, just with some of the angles that a player might interact with you, especially when you're dealing with Hazama, who's zipping around the screen like it's a freaking Mega Man 2 speedrun.
There. Choose the high weak point, which does put him a little farther away, but a little more valuable overall in terms of combos.
Not gonna be able to follow up with this with like an immediate hit, but I do like the pursuit with the 6C. This Valent's gonna be able to take Fuzz to the corner. It's gonna take at least one more hit to get it done. This isn't quite enough damage with the resources available. That's very rough to eat that mash. It's gonna be a 6-2-3D into the corner here.
Yeah, that drop is rough too. He did not get the weak point reapplied here, so Fuzz. Whoa.
Oh, that was a really big bait too. I don't know why Fuzz went for it, like for that far, or whether that was intended. Because I think the up back is fine, but I'm surprised that it ended up being, what was it, IAD back or something?
Yeah, he kind of like just completely
Left the premise.
Yeah.
He vacated his own like rental property. Crazy work, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that space.
Like, I mean, by all means, right? I'm not gonna say no.
This market?
Like,
Oh my god! Bro,
what?
He's having fun.
Sometimes I see Fuzz do right. Damn, I hate that when that happens. Like, what is this pickup? This pickup is mad hard. Then the whiffing on the most like on what is usually the easy parts of the stuff. Like you just land the difficult stuff and then you drop like the simple like stuff and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
a fool that I am.
We dropped the auto time backdash into Hungry Coils.
Like that's just unfortunate. I like that EA. That's good.
Yeah,
I should be able to get it done too. Yeah.
more than enough. This is active flow. Fuzz just getting a little crazy with it in the first round or the first set here. Oh my god, game. First game here. That's the right terms anyway.
Yeah. Dude, I get mixed by tennis all the time, dude. They'd be like, yeah, so that was a set. And I'm like, huh?
No, that ain't right.
Like, I'm sure if I bothered to actually look at it, it'd be very okay. I'm so sorry. I'm very distracted by Fuzz's color because it looks like the dude from Curious George. It got like it legitimately like stun locked me.
That would
Like,
I mean, if he just changed the hair to anything but green, like, oh, and you got the dash, you're showing off.
It's gonna end up being like freaking a Dachi or something with like when he wears like the yellow hoodie or something. But I just think Curious George. I'm not even gonna front. No hating, because it's like at worst funny.
I'm pretty sure it's just terrible because of the green name.
Maybe it was just like I don't know. I get Curious George vibes. It's just that.
Yeah,
It's
the
just a
yellow
polar
shirt.
hat.
The whole suit and everything. That's definitely. I get the Curious George vibes. You're
Dog.
talking about here.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying I'm right, but I don't want to be wrong. You understand?
Okay. Stock.
Couple of growlers on the change, yeah, but it hasn't really been able to convert into too much. Fuzz is a jumper. That guy likes to be in the air. So the kind of unfortunate part for Gabagool is that Fuzz isn't necessarily staying grounded for Phalanx to like catch him. And Phalanx is so fast that like, you know, honestly Fuzz might end up just being gone and away like by the time like he might be in proximity of it. So I feel like it's a little difficult for Gabagool, and like the priority might have to be like, hey, like how do I catch Fuzz on the ground? Burster is definitely necessary. Fuzz with the OD, like I say it all the time, that man is gonna kill me.
Yeah, you are dead. Man, I do appreciate Fuzz for his creative combo expression.
Yeah.
He could have made that confirm, like,
Anything else.
wow, like literally, like I don't know, like a 5C chain EA, and it would have killed. But that man went above and beyond to just
I like
extend a
and,
little
like,
extra.
You know, I'm just kind of like, all right, man, you got it. Like, you got the set. You cleaned up too. Oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not playing in the bracket. I'm just talking about it. Oof.
Fuzz, yeah, taking a pretty convincing 2-0. Strong first show on stream here.
Yeah, looking real good here. We are going to have Just a Tomato and Sprite Cranberry coming up. So we will see some more Azriel, and we'll get to see a little bit of Kagura gaming.
I do like Kagura gaming, like watching it more so than dealing with it, but
Definitely more so than dealing with it. But I am only saying that because I'm getting flashbacks of like top 16 or like around that of like beach episode. And I was like, oh, shaking my head. You beat me, man. You beat me and you popped off. You took my dog too. Tough times, tough times.
I was there. I was right behind you for that set. I remember that.
You were behind me? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, I was spectating. I got released from the front desk. The shackles were off for a bit. I was like, let's go watch some Blaze Blue. Toledo's up or something.
I didn't know you were there.
Oh, I was.
Oh my, you need to understand the way I was like, okay, that happened. Walk off, like he pops off and everything, which is perfectly fine. Again,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll put it this way. Sometimes, like I've had this happen twice where like people have apologized after popping off on me. You need to understand. I popped off on Javon at Taku like 2023. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care.
I was there too.
You know, I was like, I'm just gonna pop off and do whatever. So as long as you're not disrespectful, I don't care. You're not making fun of me. You're just happy you won.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? But yeah, Tomato is pretty fun to watch. One thing that he really likes to do a lot in neutral, and we might see it come up like relatively frequently from the last time like I played him. He's very big on like neutral jump JCing, and I'm very curious how that'll end up interacting, you know, with Azra like 5B, maybe even 2C, and other things like that. Less so with regards to like JC's hitbox and more just the ability to kind of just like exit certain situations. Like you kind of exit stage up.
Yeah.
Right now, the Tomato got cracked in the head with the 5B here. Early flash kick coming in, and I really do like that. I think that, especially on a charge character, showing the reversal early and often, I think is very good. You set a precedent, and then you say, hey, what are you going to do about this right now? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was not expecting any of that to happen. I thought Azrael JD was going to hit something or get flash kick. This is a surprise.
Yeah, quite a turn of events here with that air throw.
Ooh, just backdashing the match. BFAF, whoa!
And the pickup? Okay.
That was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh,
He does like to do that. Yeah, Tomato will sometimes RC 6B and threaten like as a high-low threat for like 6B Katamos. So
Yeah.
every now and then he might like RC into like a low or something like that. It's the reward is not really high for either option technically, but in a this will kill you no matter what scenario, very good.
All right, Tomato escaping with a little bit of fuzzy jumping here. Sprite coming back in the corner, but immediately getting that little jab out here.
Ooh, I think he wanted to get a side swap and then like maybe got a little hesitant on the timing there.
Yeah.
Oh, counter it on the surfboard. Doesn't lead to a full combo, but you know, we've gone all the way to the other side of the wave here, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Almost, I think if it was a little closer, could have picked up from that too. But here we are in this next confirm, kind of putting Sprite, or not Sprite, Tomato in a one-hit kill.
Oh my god. Has to OD in order to like honestly like clean up the confirm a bit. This will kill because Jesus Christ, that stands super in OD.
4-4,
Just
4-4.
nukes you.
4-4.
He don't listen to Jay-Z. You don't listen to Jay-Z. You don't listen to 4-4-4-4.
That was good though. The jump forward made the DP completely whiff, no RC, and was still aware of doing like the stance load to cover that space and get the punish.
It's been good stuff so far. I am really curious on what Sprite will want to do to adapt, because it really feels like these two have just been swinging on each other a lot.
I feel like every time I see this matchup, that is kind of how it goes.
Yeah. There's the 6B Katamos coming out here. 6C, very plus.
Ooh.
Okay, counter at 5B, but yeah, for like the air float, a little awkward in terms of the confirm. But does have a weak point in order to... Ooh, that's a sad drop, I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
This is going to be big. Big damage.
We are doing Gustav into 5B. That is taking more frames than you are allotted.
Hey, if they respect it...
That's real. Oos! Alright, that is a very simple, clean confirm for the kill here by Sprite. But yeah, I agree. It's one of those very funniest things where against particularly passive players, you can be at like +1 or +2 and they'll just be like, okay, well, I'm just blocking now. And then you just take way more like of your turn and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna crack you with an overhead, even if you block, probably fine. Alright, lots of backdashes here. Sprite unable to mount like a strong approach. It feels like Tomato's been able to clip them with pretty consistent like hitboxes, whether it's threatening the 2C. We haven't really seen much 6C. We've seen a lot of Wyvern though.
Yeah, and that one counter hitting, so Tomato getting a little extra extension there and brings Sprite to the corner. Just mashing a wake up.
Yeah, calling out the frame kill that Tomato likes to do. He'll sometimes frame kill for like a low or like the Katamos there. So good stuff from Sprite from recognizing it. I think that loses to the late tech, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Good choice on the BFAF in order to keep it safe on block. OD, active flow, plenty of damage to go. You just got to make sure you kill him or be killed. That will be the round for Tomato.
That super does so much damage, especially with active flow pop.
Dude, it feels like it too. That's the worst part about it. Some supers, you just eat damage and you're like, oh, okay. Something about that stance super, I'm like, oh, yeah, I should be dying right now. Oh,
this is the end of my life. Oh, side swap on the clash, like, a little awkward situation there.
That is great fortune, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
I like the 5A there. Recognizing the up back from Tomato and finding a great button for it. Asgro with his, you know, deck of many anti-airs, finding an option. Another 5A there on the JB, I believe. Whoa! Katamos is a strange thing, man. Or Fafnir, rather. Now if you're Sprite, you can just chill.
Yeah, you just chill. You got a burst. You got
oh my
health. Although, I mean, Kagura is a character where this health lead could evaporate real quick. Okay, Sprite wants to try to keep it a little healthier, I think.
Are we gonna watch a fumble?
Oh.
I don't think we are, but I'm nervous.
Oh,
I'm nervous.
Hold on.
Now I'm perturbed. If Sprite does wake up Astral, I'll be pissed. But I will kind of mess with the video. But if it fails, then that sucks. Then you should.
A man throw. Oh.
You see on the back. Jesus.
It was.
You're dead.
A fumble. The ball was not in Sprite's hand the whole time.
That sucks so much when you just get clipped by like a random, not a random, but when you get clipped by a Kagura C normal into, oh, there's my momentum and now he's striking me. It sucks. It sucks so much. Like there is great pain in this world when that happens.
There's great pain done to your character too.
You know, I think a big thing that, so I get in my own head about this. So I'm not even gonna try to say this as like, oh, well, you should do this actually, and that's the optimal play. Because what? But against Kagura, sometimes you really do just gotta commit to the IAD, even when you see him down back. And it sounds paradoxical, right? What do you mean IAD at the character that's down backing for BFAF? Like, what are you talking about, you idiot? But especially when you recognize and notice the ranges and angles at which a Kagura is sending like 2C, you really should either A, just chill and just block because it's a mid, guys, or B, you know, you can threaten the IAD approach.
Yeah.
Again, it's difficult because it is a neutral RPS scenario. Like, you could very well just get flash kicked into like you're in the corner now and a B orb has approached your location, but it is, you know, it's necessary. Man, when that B orb hits you though, that sucks. That sucks so much. I look at that B orb, I'm like, what's happening?
That B word.
Please select your character.
Generally speaking, things are looking pretty smooth here. Okay, yes, so we do have Sunity versus. Why is everybody changing their dang Steam names? I swear.
Well, I was gonna say, I was like, I mean, this has to be.
This is
the match
no.
I'm looking at. Yeah, but the name threw me off a minute. I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know what's going on, dog. It's like sometimes it's like watching people pick characters. I'm like, dude, what wild name and or decode is gonna happen today? Am I gonna be disappointed and politely ignore it, or will we move forward? You know, it's a toss up. That being said, that being said, Ben, how do you feel about this matchup? Like, if you were Rachel here,
you know, I have not played this matchup a lot due to not many local Noels. I mean, we got Richter, but you don't come out a lot. But I feel like this is like you're pretty. It's a pretty chill matchup for Rachel. There's not a lot you really got to worry about if you know how to deal with like the 4D, I guess. Like that's one of Noel's kind of bigger escape options, and you can get around that. Noel is quite fast though. she can definitely be disruptive in the neutral. So you can't just be like expecting a free game here. Oh,
I remember, oh my god, good hits right here from Noel's pup here. That's going to be a smooth confirm. This isn't going to kill, but this should drain a lot of the OD timer of Sunigi, which is pretty damn good. Oh god. No confirm here yet. 2B ends up connecting, however. Crush trigger in order to extend the combo. No win, not really much of a win gauge here, so I wonder if like Sunigi wasn't just a bit anxious about like trying to figure out an ender there.
ooh.
What?
Hello?
Oh, I don't know if there's a desync or what.
We might be saying desync. I don't know where the
I
desync
think-
happened.
Either that or something nefarious and strange is afoot.
No. Just because it looks a little normal, don't trust it.
Okay. There are times where I'm just like, oh, that super jump JA makes sense, and then like you see like the lobby crash or something, you're like, oh, okay.
The game said it wasn't right.
Well, it looked like it's fine, so I don't know what was going on there, but it looks like we are proceeding as normal, so I will yap as normal.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I like that extension. Oh, that's really neat actually. I was not expecting that at all. Not
Yeah, a
gonna lie.
little on wind. Oh, when the 4D came out, wasn't ready to
Yeah.
cover for it.
And Rachel still has a lot of coverage options. Like the ability to set George and just be like, how will I strike you today? Is very powerful alongside certain like belligerent options. Like if you're really feeling yourself, like even like chair RC or something. If you're feeling froggy, so to speak. Big block on the instant overhead, but not quite there on the second one, buddy. You got to remember it's just part one of like a 4-part mix-up sequence.
Yeah, I mean, if you see I got 4 blocks, you got to block 4 over.
One overhead per block. This conversion rate's looking crazy, man.
Oh, hold
Speaking
up.
of which, though, this is some solid damage here. Not gonna be able to kill, but next hit, like throw into OD.
Yo, hey, but you were calling it, but
God.
Sonidi was ready, backed off.
I-
Oh my
Like
god.
I was not. I didn't even process the. Whoa, 16! Oh my God, you're dead. RC confirmed, not burst.
That was kind of a nail biter.
Yeah, that was not how I was expecting the round to end.
I've been, I'm gonna say, I've been low key playing a little training mode, a little bit of Noelle. She kind of sick.
She feels very fast, and
Yes,
then sometimes
I
I
like
get
that.
Noelle was actually the very first character I played when I initially bought and played Chrono Phantasma, the first BlazBlue game I ever purchased.
Damn, is that a BlazBlue initiation? The same, except I was back in like CS6 then.
Oh dang! Yeah. You were probably a little happier with the results there.
Well, you gotta understand, I was like, I didn't know how to play a fighting game though.
Real, same here. I was just kind of like, okay, the girl has 2 pistols and moves fast, and I hit them and she shoots buttons. Jesus Christ, Rachel! Oh my
okay.
God, you're hurting her.
You know, we're talking about our past BlazBlue experience. Meanwhile, Sonidi just decided this was a set play round.
Like, see, that's what. Sometimes you just. Oh, sometimes somebody just goes. Oh. It's like there's not really many other ways to slice it other than like, well, he got hit here, and he got hit again. And what would you look at that? The 4D didn't work this time, and they're getting hit some more. Oh my God! Not even a 3C. We're just going raw dogging with a 2A win. That's crazy work.
And 2A a little faster, a little safer. It still covers for 4D and all that. Counts as a
Oh,
book.
firm here, but again, we were talking about how many blocks. Oh God!
Oh. Hold on.
That's rough. I was not expecting cross through to work quite like that. Not able to pick up, but the blue beat is not going to result in a corner routing combo. In fact, Rachel is still on the win screen for game 2, baby.
Almost had it. I think just needed like a heavier normal there. But
Yeah.
I was about to be there for that comeback if it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, tied up 1-1. Sonidi showing how sad Noelle can have it in this matchup.
Showing the depressing turns of Noelle Vermillion's life. Rachel Alucard, here to make you feel sad.
Oh. Oh. Aggressive start there by Sunidi.
I do like setting up a bit more of the lightning rods here, but you were mentioning Noelle's speed earlier as we watch, I suppose, her pup speed along past a couple of Lobelias.
Yeah. She can just get in your face real quick if you're not careful. She's almost like I feel like a character where you want to keep the poles closer to you, like in between you and her. So if she does start making that run,
and stuff.
yeah, you can kind of have that wall of lightning to threaten if she's trying to run at you too fast.
I kind of get that idea of it. Like even when I'm playing like Naoto sometimes, I kind of sucks on that character. But like there are times in which like you just get hit by like a low arc Lobelia, like catching your approach, or it's like Lobelia plus wind up, so it stays like at that angle more. It's irritating.
I love me a good Lobelia that just floats in my face very good.
Dude, I hate it. I hate it. I watched that like, what's the best swear word? I watched that rat bastard stay in the air, and I'm like, I was the incorrect one. I forgot that Rachel has like Ryu light fireball for some reason. Oh my god! Wow.
Wow. Yeah, Pup going for like the real big snipe there, but Sunidi. Whoa! The scoop.
Yeah, we watched that Lobelia get tossed way out an air ball, and then the air throw ends up finishing the job. And yeah, we're seeing a bit of the Lobelias now, kind of on cue almost. Things are looking solid here. Does not get the pickup, but again, there's still some wind available. But I'm not gonna lie, the more I look at it, Sonidi burns through wind pretty quickly.
Yeah, they've been very generous with how much they use. Like once again, at the bottom here, but
and it's typically a running joke of like Rachel doesn't have to play resources, given that she has a lot of ways to manage wind and handle it. But I feel like Sonidi's had to burn, or feels the need, I'd rather, to burn a lot of wind really early on without the meter to cover with Tempest Dahlia. So it's been very difficult for them to like mount certain comebacks. Now they're really on the back foot here. Again, this is one hit will like get her done. Big drop there, but I really do like the soul JP bursting for her.
The classic Arxis confirm of JAAAA.
Oh right, JC. And then
it's like, oh yeah, I need a heavier button real quick.
He's like, hold on a second. It's not priority too much. We got this. Ooh, real good stuff on Sonidi, recognizing the low aerial into JD mix-up. Didn't see any like drive landing cancels though. Nospop's looking real hard for like a burst here, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I would, with the way that he's been able to approach, I would kind of take it. But hey, things are still looking very good. Rachel's in the corner. You get the kill on your next mix. No burst available, but it's fine. Even an A normal will get it done on cue. It's going to be, as we were joking earlier, a couple jabs into a cancel.
Yeah, the backdash in the corner there, a bit risky. I mean, I backdash in the corner, and backdash is kind of one of Rachel's only defensive tools here. But like, I feel like you gotta be calling on something kind of specific, like a throw, which maybe that's what they were expecting. A quick burst safe end into the round there, but Noelle's Pup just kept it simple, just looking for a meaty jab.
I feel that too. Kind of again on the meter economy of things. We had seen, I don't even remember how many CAs that we saw in that set, but it really did feel like once Noelle was in the corner and Rachel was on the right side of, or maybe the wrong side of history, like we just watched this blonde woman strike this vampire many a time. But all of that aside, we are moving into our top 8 winner side. Dawn, who earlier off stream had taken a set over Heartwad, will now be playing Just a Tomato, who we saw trounce Sprite Cranberry. Afterwards, ideally of course, we'll see the return of Noelle's Pup versus Fazama, as our losers round 3 is pretty much ready and raring to go. Once our TOs call it. I'm not gonna call it. I'm not looking that deep at the bracket.
I didn't realize we already hit the top 8 winners side. Ooh,
Dude, we started this bracket off fast.
we really hit the ground running.
Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna stop there. Again, once both players are in, feel free to ready up. Like, don't let my yapping and Ben quietly nodding and giggling stop y'all.
Yeah, I realized I got the memo. First off, let me be shouting out the Matcherino. Anyone in chat you've been watching, you've been enjoying the matches you've been seeing, donate to the Matcherino or just claim your free code. Got 50 of them. I'm sure we got plenty left in there. Couple easy clicks, support the players, all that jazz. You know what to do.
Of course.
And we got, hold on, I gotta.
Keep in mind, we still have our weeklies, right? So obviously today is BlazBlue at 8 p.m. Tomorrow on Tuesday, we will have Plus R available, same time as usual, as well as Under Night 2. I want to give a big shout out again not again, but I want to give a big shout out to Uni 2. Climax of the Night was just this past weekend. It was a banger, a lot of crazy stuff from there with another Defiant win. I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy stuff. And of course, a quick shout out to Bojack on the BlazBlue side of things, at the side bracket there. So if you're interested, or if you want to pick up Under Night, especially after such a huge community event has happened, keep that posted for Wednesday. Also want to shout out, kind of speaking of upcoming tournaments that we talked about earlier, there is a fundraiser for bringing international BlazBlue talent to Frosty Fausting's 2026. So if you want to see a lot more internationals pull up and really show their stuff, I know that Jay Anson just finished his stuff up the other day. Rascal lost, and I'm sad because he's really good. He's a really good bullet player. Sad about it. I'm not going to be mean about it. I'm sad. But again, in all seriousness, BlazBlue has a very wide community. There's tons of people all over the world. So if you want to see some of that international talent, I would advise you guys to hit the GoFundMe there. And last but not least, our bi-monthly is coming up in November 8th, just literally in 2 weeks. It's not, literally almost 2 weeks from this day. Halloween is on the 31st. Counting the days never got easier. So if you guys want to pull up for that, we'll have the usual slew of games: Under Night, BlazBlue, Strive, Sailor Moon, Exherd, CC, Grand Blue Rising, as well as Plus R. So please keep that in mind. Again, same place as usual, Balance Patch. So if you guys want to pull up for that, by all means, please do so. Last but not least, again, don't forget, we got a little Matcherino. You want to throw a couple dollars in there, by all means. You want to click some codes, by all means. But with that being said, I think we're good to go, man.
We are good to go. We are starting top 8 winners side here. Dawn, who has yet to be seen in the bracket, while Tomato, returning face from some earlier games, starting us off strong here on the first winners side top 8 match.
Yeah, so this will be Relius versus Kagura. This sort of matchup in general, a lot sort of similar to a lot of Relius matchups, right? Relius in this particular case really wants to dominate neutral. His ability to stay so safe in many situations can enable him to, transition into getting a hard knockdown into some pretty solid mix here. But when you get hit by the guy with a big sword, things can start to go left pretty quickly here.
Yes, Relius, especially without meter, not really known for the defensive options there outside of the usual universal stuff like OD, you just saw Dawn pop, and the twirl, which is a lot more gimmicky. Unless you know.
Sometimes you're just correct, and then it's
yes.
style.
Sometimes it does just work, and you feel empowered.
Empowered is a really good phrase for that. I'm gonna steal that. We saw the IAD jump back to bait out a flash kick attempt. I want to point that out to see if we notice this a little later, as Tomato ended up getting the opportunity to actually just exit stage left and go back into neutral. Naturally, again, Relius neutral is quite safe, so it's not like Relius is in a bad state, but sometimes giving up that offense can feel quite bad.
Yeah. Oh,
Super, it's time to guess, and all it took was 50 meter.
do forget that if routed right, Relius does have a very strong way to always go into a hard knockdown, which is very prevalent against Kagura. Locking out
It's
these
kind of
flash
like the. Sometimes it's just like, how much does a dollar cost? Like, how much do you want to spend to make this man not rise to the sky into the heavens? And like, you know, as you were saying again, I want to emphasize like the ability to place a hard knockdown on Kagura is very good. Like nullifying a charged character's flash kick, I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the immediate wake up, like, especially, I feel like on a character like Relius, where, like, you can pretty safely cover forward reversal, but if you know you can kind of just go in and get, like, a pretty safe immediate mix, you know, you're chilling. You're a little extra chilling there.
Yeah, because Relius mix-up without a hard knockdown or meter is not super strong in most scenarios. Jesus Christ. Relius mix-up without certain like things lining up is not super strong, and being able to have your cake and then eat it too by, again, you're nullifying a character's reversal outright is really powerful. We're seeing that come in again as the dual bios comes out, but really good blocks from Tomato here. You can see that Tomato is not really counter-assaulting too much, given the fact that Dawn still has 50 meter loaded on deck. So again, you could see just cancel into yet another dual bios for a counter hit on a CA, which could like spell disaster and frankly a game over for Tomato in this scenario. This is a weird hit, but this still is going to be a counter hit. No burst available. OD is right there. You're going to build the 50 meter easily if you even need it.
Yeah, the drill coming down ended up being more than enough damage there to end our first game. As you were talking about the dual bios, not quite used on a counter assault, but used on just like a neutral interaction there to trade. And as you saw, seal Tomato's fate
The wheel of fate is turning.
in the moment there.
Level 1. Action.
Getting back to here, game 2. Orb ends up getting stuffed here, but Tomato ends up maybe not having first blood, but first confirm at the very least, which is quite good here.
Pretty
Be
nice.
able to
one,
route
too.
it fast. Oh, I'm surprised he squeezed out some more damage out of that. I thought that was going to be like 2 point something K. Oh, this is bad. That's bad. You're going to get put into the corner, and Relius and his wife are going to look at you, and they don't like your vibe. It is not that kind of scenario. Let me put it that way.
Did not quite reach the corner there, but Tomato still kind of got a hold. Some of this
That
offense
is strange. Can we say that's strange? Because that was weird. That was weird.
I was not ready for that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, can we agree? Can we gentlemen agree on this?
I'll shake your hand.
Okay, shake my hand. Sensational.
Oh, that was a funky routing. But he's dead too.
Possible. Yeah, that's dead. That's a Voltado. You are getting sent into the heavens.
Double super, a little cheeky there. The like overhead into gears into doll pun.
Yeah, that's a full commitment too. That's a you're getting hit, bro. Like there's no other reason you do that other than he's not watching this. There's no confirm there. I assure you.
Alright, Tomato is trying to figure out how to navigate the neutral here. Gets a BFAF, paying off finally. Nice damage.
Kind of like a poorly made rocket. Tomato's been able to like get like into entry, but lasting in that space has been quite difficult. Like you kind of see him get through, and then like a couple like rocket parts fall apart. And you're like, ah, damn. Like not even in a bad way too. You're like, why did this go left? And then you're like, huh, that sucks now. Good BFAFs here at the very least. Meter's starting to build up. Relius not quite in the corner yet, deprived of any meter for a big reversal here. Honestly, hitting the 5C on Ignis there is quite fantastic. Good awareness of the positioning as well. Ignis gets recalled to save on the gauge. And right now, Dawn playing it, I would say, uncharacteristically safely. I would say most of the time Dawn tries to play it more aggressively, but I think he recognizes that like Kagura and Tomato are Tomato, and perhaps by extension Kagura is having a hard time finding certain approach options here, right? Like normally I would expect Dawn to maybe like send out like a 2-1-4 at this point, try to put Ignis in like a good position. Oh, it's because the Ignis game is low. That's so strange though. That's really weird. Oh, that crossed up, I think. He's not going to be able to get the kill here. Ignis is just simply too damaged, but this is getting weird. He was looking for a timeout, but the OD, JA ends up getting it done. No, the EA, you wasted time!
Yeah, I saw Dawn was really trying to squeeze out just that dual BIOS into a timeout, but the doll died, so I think it got a little weird.
The worst part about that, I think, was, man,
What?
he lost at that EA hit. He lost the moment he clicked EA, like, actually.
Yeah.
If EA hit, Kagura did not have active flow, so it was not going to deal enough damage to kill or spend enough time. So if the EA hit, you deal a little bit of damage to Relius, and then the timer hits 0, and he delayed wake-ups, because why wouldn't you? And then you just lose. And again, if it whiffs, you lose. If they block it, you lose. If it hits, you lose. He, unironically, and this does not happen frequently in fighting games, he lost the moment that button was pressed.
It is, I mean, you know, a bit of a scramble situation, kind of a tense moment, you know. that's like Dawn's up the game, Dawn's up the round, Dawn about to move on. So, you know, maybe not thinking ahead that far, but you are right.
For sure.
That is how that would have went, even on the best case scenario where that EA did hit. It was kind of set in stone.
Yeah, and to be clear, when I say these things, I don't say it as like a, you should have clearly known 1 second left on the clock after hitting OD that you would have lost in these 3 different routes. Building up that awareness is not necessarily easy. It is important to, again, recognize the ways in which your win conditions are shifting and what is necessary in a tense moment. You know, when you hit your reversal in a tense situation, look, man, everybody has done that at some point. It's just very unfortunate when it goes left in that manner. All of that being said, we are coming up to our next set. As we mentioned earlier, this will be Noel's Pup versus Fazama. We ain't got much to shill, so we're good to go immediately. Good to go.
Buzz getting in the room here. All right, let's go. We're gonna have presumably Noel versus Azuma.
And surely nobody's gonna pick a randomly different character and make us feel sad.
Never. I mean, these two characters, or these two players, have half the name, or some form of the name of the characters they play in their name. They cannot switch. It'd be illegal. Why'd ban them?
Bullet Dance feel. That's real. I like
that. Yeah, this song's good. Also, I do like the theme advantage. They're powering up.
Oh, indeed. I don't hate Bullet. It's unfortunate because Bullet's theme is not a, like, I'm in a set theme. It's great training mode music, but it's not a, like, I'm in a deep set right now.
Yeah.
That's what Jaeger's for. Jaeger's for, I'm gonna hit you. I put on Jaeger and I'm playing someone, I'm like, yeah, I'm planning on, it's an IAD round start. No, nothing. If you don't anti-air me, I'm putting you in block stun and I'm hitting you. Jesus Christ.
Yo.
That's a real good, that's like a Ragna OD round start interaction. I'm not gonna
I'm about to say, speaking of coming to play, Noel's Pup, I think Fuzz is dead if no drops. Oh, Omega dead.
Slow as well, put a little sauce on it, you are leaving this world. On Alter 2, we're really trying to bring back the continuing shift vibes, huh?
I was gonna say, this is I remember watching this in story mode.
Yeah, like a little left though. Right now, Fazama starting offense, looking pretty smooth here. Ends up getting the A follow-up. What the JA? I got confused.
Ooh, a little bit of drops, or just like some weird hits. Oh,
I respect not going for it. Some 6As that hard knockdown like that, it can be difficult to tell how much extra hit stun you have. Okay, you are putting in like the whole deluxe package for this round, so this has got to kill or give you like, I don't know, $300 in advance.
Got Fuzz to the corner, also active full now pop.
Ooh, I like the RC on the drive mix, actually. This route's not going to deal... this route's actually dealing pretty good damage. So this will result in, like, a guess for, like, game scenario here. CA ends up coming out here. Ooh.
Wow, the hard RC for that burst, too.
Yikes, yeah. Because I didn't even know if I saw, like, 6A come out or what. I was like, huh? And then suddenly, Noelle was on the win screen.
Noelle's pup, they're ready. They want to be in winners finals right now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I really do like the RC on the drive mix, especially too. Kind of the adage when it comes to Noelle drive mix is usually just block high and you'll react to the low.
Yeah.
So I do like placing the RC, especially after the B follow up where she like slams the heel down. Oh my, that was 2D to jump over, I think, a foot property move. That might have beat like a 3C coming out or something. That was really cool.
Oh, that's
no,
not a button you want to though.
He checked for the delay tech with the gunshots, and then unfortunately it looked like 6C got dialed in, either expecting like a button to connect or like maybe a misinput. That's rough. Fuzz ending up taking like the advantage of it, but somehow we swapped it back into Noelle's pressure like nothing ever happened. Well, except for the burst gauges changing, perhaps.
That's okay. Fuzz down the burst too. So
yeah.
Noelle's
where this round is going. Unless Active Flow pops and like Fuzz ends up getting an early hit, he's not gonna get it back for this round.
He might be dead right here.
Yeah, this is super.
Oh, misses dash. You need the dash for that.
I saw the micro dash too. That's just unfortunate. You're probably getting sent maybe to Christ or whatever the heck is in the BlazBlue afterlife. But either way, your time here has been cut rather short, my friend.
Oh no.
That's tragic. I'm like 90% sure that was a micro dash super too.
Yeah, I've seen the routing. You do need a little sneaky dash there. Did not quite get it.
It's the key to so many BlazBlue routes. It's actually really funny. Like, sometimes you learn a new BlazBlue character and you're like, this probably just needs a micro dash somewhere, and then it just works, and you're like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, I need to do this in a match. All right, we'll see about that.
Yeah, learning it is so annoying, but I think like, especially for you, you know, you've like messed around on so many different characters at this point. I feel like that at this point for you, it's kind of like, all right, I guess this is
it's like, how many characters need a dash? Kazuma, Naoto, like, you know, what's another 6-6?
what's another 6-6 for my day? Burst came out from Noelle's pup here, and the neutral is looking significantly different compared to game 1.
Oh no, this actually, Fuzz knows some routes. This is gonna be close.
You will die, yeah. Ooh, especially when you're no-teching. Don't believe in these players' routes. Please, you have to think that they're terrible or something. Maybe not that bad, but you should not trust them. They're untrustworthy. That's better. So off of that blue beat confirm, Fuzz ends up taking game 2 here.
Yeah. Fuzz just doing a little rep to the stream here, to the Boston Blue Beat name.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure we fit at least one of those in on stream.
God, I think if we were... No, I'm just thinking of like very obnoxious, like stream transition, a blue beat combo, like kill, and all that stuff. But that's just my imagination running wild. This is a Naoto color, huh? At least it looks like one to me.
Oh, what? Who, Paz?
Yeah.
Kinda, I guess. I see it now that you've mentioned it.
It looks a bit like a Kurogane color. We'll get an editor's note in post, don't worry.
Yeah, we need confirmation from Fuzz.
2TB again, checking for some of the delay text here. Doesn't end up coming out, but I think Noelle, with good adjustment, especially on the crush trigger there, nice work. Not trying to put themselves in the same position where they ended up getting the accidental 6C on the OD and things went south very quickly.
There we see the 6C come out. 6C actually does have a huge delay cancel window, so I understand why Noelle's pup would try to go for it in pressure, but Yogi was on deck. It is a little more risky. Okay, just go for a drive mix.
No, didn't believe in the hit there, so ended up opting for the CT. Thankfully, because it was like I think like a half charge. Yeah, it's fine enough to just press another button.
Yeah, and I think it just pushed Noelle to a space where Fuzz tried to hit 2A. I think got whiff punished by Noel's 2A.
Yeah. This is some really good movement from Noel's pup here. Fuzz is on the back foot in the scenario. A Wake-Up OG could very much swing the momentum here. And he's not afraid to use it, coming out now, but the delay jab, both players aware of the alternative timings on the OD press here. This route is going to take so long that the OD isn't even available anymore. Drive mix attempted, but it's just a hair too late. Microdash 5B ends up connecting. Great route to side swap here. Fuzz does have 40% OD available, but it really is a difficult time to like get all of that back. You gotta find a way to trigger active flow. Still stuck in the corner, a ton of JAs. You are locked up for life. Big block on the CA2. My word, big counter hit as well. That's active flow available. Noel on the dropped combo still kills.
That was so much damage before the drop even happened. I don't think I've seen Noel hit that high. Not in this game, at least. Not in this game.
That went. Once again, there's a reason why predictions are just who wins and loses, not interactions, because I wasn't going to predict none of that.
The beat on that counter assault was nuts.
That was real crazy. I'm not going to lie. That was real crazy. Woo!
Noel's pup kind of was locked in. What was that?
Like, that was crazy. And it's so funny because I was at the opening of the round, I was like, wow, Noel's pup is adjusting their movement and like kind of avoiding and baiting out chains, unlike the rest of and then they just hit. And then they started.
They hit and they did not stop hitting.
That was crazy. Sorry. Sometimes people are very funny. But yeah, that was a very crazy set. That for me is kind of set of the evening. That was very enjoyable.
I'm a little excited to see how winners finals go after that performance.
I agree.
We're dropping the losers now, right? We gotta take a break from winners here.
Yeah, we'll get folks queued in real quick. As I understand it, we are expecting Sprite Cranberry as well as Ryukasim, and then we'll see what we end up getting for our next set coming up here. But this will be this is going to be a Tom and Jerry matchup. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, well, I guess if Jerry was at and Azrael was a massive tanned man that will, punch you through a planet or something.
So Tom looking a little buff right now.
Yeah, he got that whey protein, the stuff without the lead.
Yeah, I was just saying
plant-based protein.
Hopefully, lead-free.
lead-free protein, man.
Oh, you can see him though. Okay, we got the Cow Hops. I'm gonna be real. No matter how many times I see this character, I have no idea what this character's ever doing.
It's difficult. There are some characters where, like, depending on like who you play as, sometimes you're like, I don't know, man, I just kind of and I go about my day. Taukaka sometimes is like that. Sometimes you just kind of beat up Taukaka and you're like, okay, great. Other times, Tao is just moving and you lost a game. You're in round 2 and you're like, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I'm not playing the game. I'm watching it, but I'm like, yeah, that was. She sure did do the thing.
She did the stuff. Honestly, to me, it's like, oh, okay, whatever at midstream. Then she does the wall cling left, right, so then I'm like, all right, it's anybody's guess here. Like, something is happening. It's not gonna be in my favor.
I think the crazier thing for me too is like I see Tao hopping across the screen, doing all this like nonsense, and I look at the damage and it's like 2,000 damage. I'm like, oh, okay.
The worst part about it, there was one. So I was putting together the Kokonoe Super Bomb Punishes video on YouTube, right? So I'm like, okay, it's time to do Taukaka. So I hit up Cryo, right? For the Jesus Christ, this is. I guess
it's kind of a slugfight.
Yeah, these guys are hitting each other. So I hit up Cryo and I'm like, hey man, because he's an excellent Puerto Rican Taukaka player. I'm like, hey man, like, what's the confirm here? And he's like, oh, this is the route. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That was one of the hardest routes I did for that video, and then it did like 2K, and I was like, I see. I was like, what is happening here?
That,
And then I did Arakune's B&B, and I was like, wow, that was really hard. Oh, they're cursed.
Yeah. There's a different value in that combo.
You know what I mean? I'm like, these are both really hard. There's a stark difference on what the opponent's gonna feel after the fact. Oh my, that I don't even know if 3C was intentional there or if it was like an autocorrect on the side swap, the IAB there.
3C is so weird, like being three total
Yeah,
hits.
it's pretty odd. Because you can usually that might be
hold up.
Hold on a second. Punch it with Valiant Charger. You have 100 meter. You have one of the highest base damage supers in the game. 6D for the extension. Another 6D. My brother in Christ, if you fumbled, I would have laughed. But the accidental 6B from Ryukusum ends up getting cracked.
Yeah. Did not have the blocks done. Presumably was going for a counter assault.
Mhm.
Did not pay off there, but
Yeah, my assumption is CA because I don't even remember if Tao's super is 236-236B, her reversal super, or if it's another one. I completely forget the name.
I want to say they're on D, but I would not. I don't trust anything I say about this character.
I ain't got a clue. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. But what? Crawl is like frame 1 or 2 or something like that. So it does low profile, like jarring, like fast in a jarring way. Sometimes you like are mid like startup and then Tao is just under it and you're like, what happened? And keep in mind, that could have been J2B in a super. Keep in mind, I'm saying this as a bullet player. I've 2B'd a lot of strange things in my time. 3C extension coming in. Ooh, unfortunate. I think I'm gonna assume that was a happy little loser just because of the way Ryukusum was so prepared for like a 6A. Counter assault will come up soon.
It feels like when Tao did a little bit of damage, the tech situation is just like awkward.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm very surprised by that burst. This is very dangerous as Tao Kaka. Like,
yeah,
her approach options are varied, but at the end of the day, if you look at those hurt boxes, she is throwing herself at you, and you see that immediately get countered by Sprite, recognizing the situation, backing off and using Azrael 5C, a fantastic poke to settle it, and then immediately round starts. But I digress.
Yeah, the dangerous part here is Tao, as a low life character she is now with no burst, kind of has to go into this game where Sprite is on match point.
Oh no, that's still active.
Ooh, yeah, that was kind of like meaty.
Yeah, that's one of those really awkward OD sort of, whoa! Did not expect the cross-through drive follow-up and any of that to happen. I'm going to be quite honest. Okay, neat little route. That's a lot of blue beats. You guys believe in these guys. You guys believe in everyone's combo.
You know, I mean, I think it was just more of like a no-tech situation there, but I'm surprised Azrael even got that much mileage out of all that.
Because, well, mind you, Azrael's mileage off of, like, calling out a no-tech is really good and safe. Like, that man just goes like, oh, all right, sticks his leg out, 2Ds you, and then you have a weak point applied. If you already have a weak point applied, he just does it again, and he's just refreshing it. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Or he picks up for another weak point, and you're like, ah, damn. It sucks either way.
Ryukusum managed to stall back forward the burst here, and really backing off, training to really passive, and paying off a bit there, just gets the quick 6A on the one jump and Sprite goes for, and staying alive here. Just trying to take a game.
And you can see the ways, like, Ryukusum with a lead in these situations is really trying to set up Sprite to make a very linear approach, especially because Tau 6A is such a good tool. Like, Tau 6A is a fantastic anti-air. I don't think I can overstate that. It's really, really good. And you can see that Ryukusum is very, maybe plainly, trying to say, oh, you're dead. Never mind. You are leaving this world and this bracket. We wish you a Merry Christmas or something. Thank you for showing up. Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Yeah, the post-Halloween Mariah Carey incident will happen. Oof. But yeah, this is one of them situations where the care and intensity and consistency required to operate in that sort of matchup is very difficult for a tournament set. Because you really, really have to be on the ball as Tau Kaka, especially with how dominant and how overwhelming Azrael can feel if things go south. But that being said, we have our next set coming up here. This will be Stardust Lucy versus Soliloquy.
Stardust in the top 8. Let's go.
Yeah. Making her way through on the loser side here.
Beating Saniti to make it into this spot specifically.
It's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
And keep in mind, we still have a ton of brackets still left. We have Dawn versus Noelle's Pup set up for winners finals shortly. We have Fazama versus Sprite Cranberry. That will be later in losers. And Just a Tomato will be playing the winner of this set.
All right.
As soon as we appears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Please select your character.
But yeah, pretty good stuff thus far. This has been the bracket as we are moving along into our top 8. We're starting to see some slower sets, which I think is fun. So let's see. Okay, are we going to see the new 13 versus Hibiki?
Does Soliloquy have another character?
I don't know.
Okay.
I get so mixed up on main sometimes. I used to be I guess I still am bad at identifying regions. I remember I think there was one time I said Defiant was from like Florida, and everyone was like pretty sure he's Georgia, and I was like, oh well, I'm stupid today.
You had the right area though. In the scale of things. In
the scale of things. You're very kind. You're very kind. Oh my god, air throw around start. Okay. I wouldn't call it rude, I would call it aggressive.
You got the cyberpunk color?
I get mixed. I think when I was with Deadwood on comms, we were discussing whether it was the oh my god, what is the firefighter anime from Studio Gainax?
Oh man.
We didn't know if it was the I'll pin you with this comment and I'm not saying it on screen. We didn't know if it was the one of the dudes from Promare or the that one CGI chick from the 3D animated anime, or again if it was Lucy from Edge Runners. There are many options with that hair color.
I know who you're talking about too. Now that you pointed out in that light. Ooh.
Oh, that is regrettable. Oh, New Way's gonna hit. You will die for this. 60 follow up. You're gone.
Oh my god.
Rare New Way dub. Shout outs to when I was playing in Taku and oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? Japanese Hibiki. Shout out to when I did 214D as Bullet and Nezu immediately New Aid me and I was like, I'm worse. Dude, he did it so fast. I was like, I'm a goober. I'm wrong. I was incorrect. My bad. I love when New Way works. Sometimes, a lot of times, when you're learning Hibiki, that super is so fun, and then you get hit.
It is incredibly fast.
Lucy trying to find a way in. I do like the retreating play that Soliloquy is opting here in neutral. They've been able to set themselves up pretty well in terms of screen positioning, such that even when they're giving up space, they're not promptly putting themselves into the corner or anything. So it's not a very, very high risk scenario where you're like, oh, and then Hibiki did 3D and now I'm in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and Soliloquy been, I think IBDing quite well here to get Stardust off of him quickly and pressure there into a more neutral situation. Oh, goes low on the
I got hit. Every time I look at 214D whiff, I'm like, I'm worse today. and I just get clipped. I'm so free to that. It's very funny. Oh, I don't know if the 4BB was intentional. That is very unfortunate as we're seeing the results of it. OD is what? Oh my god. Oh, never mind. I did not realize Paration was still that good, and it still didn't kill. That's rough.
That is such a new thing. That is such a new thing.
Like, that is, you did literally the right thing, and it was wrong. That sucks. However, they're still in a very good position here, but Lucy finding a way to like continue offense here. If this match ends up going long enough, try to go for a cheeky reset. It's not going to work out. Block. We're back into neutral. Now, you know, the drives aren't going to chip, but moving around them can be a little rough here.
I like the idea there, the 3D coming out, but like you said, Soliloquy, I guess just kind of playing out that spacing. The jump back, giving enough momentum to kind of clear the 3D hitbox. Land right in front of Stardust and get the punish.
Yeah, and Hibiki 2D, 3D can sometimes be a surprising pitfall where the counter hit reward off of 3D especially is really good, but you have to recognize that you're assuming that your opponent is committing to a projectile of some sort, and you know, while new drive on whiff can be like pretty committal on the recovery, like recognizing the startup, you're not really going to be doing that, right? Like that, again, that kind of comes down to neutral RPS. So especially, you know, as we've been seeing Soliloquy stay very mobile in neutral in this set, it's very difficult to pin down New 13 with certain tools of that nature. And there are times in which you have to rely on Hibiki's natural, like, fast ground speed, or certain, you know, kind of belligerent-ish buttons like his, like, IADJC, or even just, like, you know, a forward jump JBB to, like, catch aerial approaches. That reversal super is actually functional in OD, so you are going to eat a grip of damage.
There, the EA actually killing this time with enough damage there, and Soliloquy putting themselves on match point here.
Yeah, we're seeing these guys you're seeing these gamers start to slug it out a little bit more. It really does feel like Soliloquy is finding their footing faster and faster as these rounds go on, and Lucy's having a more and more difficult time navigating the neutral. You see a potential 3D attempt there, but the Act Parser immediately interrupting it. Even if it ended up whiffing New 13's buttons, it's likely that, you know, the 3D or 2D from Hibiki would have whiffed. Big Azuna drop here, however. Calls out the forward wall as well. This is going to be solid damage. We're going to go pretty much back to the same Oki scenario. Trust trigger, put a little special sauce on that. 3K still, but this is looking good. B follow-up ends up connecting. This is looking great. This confirm is not going to kill, so it's going to take one more mix, but this is pretty safe for Hibiki here. Lucy opting for the 6 BBs. All right, we're back to neutral.
Yeah, no. God, kind of gotta be aware of the OD here, Soliloquy, and pop that on defense. However, you might just use the kills here?
Honestly, I wouldn't fault it, but it looks like it's not going to end up working out. We're fine. We're just back to neutrals. It's nothing too crazy.
No confirm though? No confirm the kill, I guess.
We're just kind of chilling out for the time being. Ooh. Not gonna quite work on the second go of it. Unfortunate. And again, that was a really good OD too, mind you. That's very good awareness to be like, oh, hold on a second. let me make sure I'm not gonna get clipped.
Yeah.
So to kind of note like why especially that is a good decision there, when you are in the for those that are maybe a little newer to the game or something, when you are in the like early parts of your backdash before you've recovered from it, you cannot immediately cancel into like a barrier block. You're basically fully committed to the action. You could hit buttons or something. So the best way to kind of handle that, sometimes you just gotta click OD. On a big hit like that, you can just click OD. Other times you have to be a little more mindful of your air dash commitments. But I just want to highlight that from Soliloquy as a good decision that they had made, and additionally their commitment to continue moving and not sit still for too long. You know, we saw them reap the benefits from that so much throughout that set. All that being said, oh god, we're continuing on the schmoofers.
Yes, we are still wrapping up here in the loser side. Before we swing to our winners finals match here.
I swear to God, I'm gonna be moving my eyes all over the place like a DBZ character that wasn't part of a training arc.
That this match could get messy. I mean, we saw? Oh yeah, it was like Fuzz already fought Azrael, right? Yeah.
Yes. Fazama had sent Gabagool into the loser side. He has not yet fought Sprite Cranberry in this bracket yet. So we will see how that unfolds rather shortly. No, you can tell I really love saying Gabagool like that. It's so fun to say. Like, I'm not gonna be any type of way about it. It's mad funny. So yeah, this will be an interesting set. I think Sprite has had a little trouble in this bracket, but given like how some of their runs can go, I could easily see them like turn it up on a dime. So we'll see how this ends up playing out.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
Let me see, 5BB or an up back chain. Oh, never mind.
We see a forward JA.
It's real. Alright, IAD chain Jamaican? That was, it's a strange sequence. I'm curious about it. That aside, good IB there. Common Azrael kind of reaction. You'll often see a lot of Azraels react to an instant block on Gustav by just backdashing, just leaving. It's truly a hit the bricks moment.
Yeah. The RPS kind of starts there. You can see your opponent who's consistently IBing Gustav when it comes out.
Yeah. You know, now will we see regular block Gustav into 5D? I don't know. But I will cackle if that happens. Unabashedly, unabated, or whatever other fancy term there is for it. OD here is a bit surprising. I wonder if Fuzz wanted to hit like a pause button or something, but hands don't need to be on the controller too deeply. You're just getting comboed by Azrael here. EA is available. Oh! Slight delay on the RC. I think the delay on the RC ended up not working out in his favor. Drop top. OD through the follow-up? What? That was weird. That was really weird.
Yo, we had a bit of scrambling there.
Yeah, that was a oh gosh, I feel like on both sides.
The ship is steering out of control here.
Yeah, that's definitely looking like a it's looking a little rocky, I'll put it that way. But things are looking pretty solid for Fuzama here. Full health, working on a perfect. Azrael's at about 40% here. Invulns through the DP. OD isn't available, so it won't kill, and regrettably it drops, so it definitely won't. But things are looking pretty good for Fuzz. Command grab super ends up coming out with active flow, is probably still not going to kill.
Yeah, I was going to say, Azrael's a healthy boy.
Ooh. The hefty boy, but Fuzz still managed to perfect the art of beating him up.
Yeah, that cheeky little rising up into the chain down low.
Dude, I look at J2D like JA versus 2D, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm hitting the button, dude. Like, I'm mashing. I got a reversal. Like, I don't know, man. Like, we'll go next. I'm so sorry. That looked like ragdoll physics of getting shot with a shotgun in a game. That was too funny. I just watched Azrael fling his hand and say, "Go away." You ever see that clip of you know that old movie Hoodwink, where the dude just like backhands a dude like, and he ping pongs across the room? That's what it felt like.
I mean, you know, mechanically, ain't that like Azrael's strength there? Like, you would just actually do that to someone in this universe?
I mean, considering the way that he patted a cop's back and broke his like shoulder, yes. And right now, Sprite is up a game in a very contentious, like, out of a very contentious game one, I would say.
Yeah, that game was kind of looking to go either way, but Sprite ended up being the one on top here. But Fuzz far from out of here quite yet here. Sprite with the early offense here. Early OD from Fuzz here too. Just letting it rip. Doesn't want to make the RPS or anything.
And I like Sprite's decision to continue mashing a 5A there. You know, Hazama's offense after the fact, it's not going to be the worst. And I think it's good to set the tone of like, no, you need to EA me because I will just hit you otherwise. Like, you don't have like a crazy reversal option. And if you go for like, you know, if you end up going for, you know, snake kick, it's like, yeah, you are making it very hard. You know, again, for like a very early interaction, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blinked and missed it. Fuzama ended up just like clawing the hell out of Sprite here.
Yeah, Fuzz kind of snapping back here. Okay.
There's the Jamasian, and what an anti-anti-air, dude. What an anti-anti-air.
It's like surprisingly not that good. You can
Yes
get that
and
thing
no.
with anything.
Like, it's weird. On the receiving end, sometimes I feel like it's like a gift from the Antichrist, because I'm like, dude, he just does it and I don't hit him. What do you mean? As I JD and like, you know, call it a like 15 or something. But I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And then I get counter hit by Jamasian, and then I'm like, okay, you know, fine, I'll take 3K. Ugh, it's one of those things. It's not necessarily good, but I'm like, dude, when I get hit by it, I'm like, wow, this feels terrible. It's like getting counter hit by Tsubaki 3C. That's what it feels like.
I hate that.
Because it's not even necessarily a good button. It's not even necessarily a high reward button. But when I get counter hit with it, I want to immediately flame him. Immediately. Like, I'm like, you are a terrible person and I want you to feel bad, but unfortunately you are correct and I have to hold that. You know?
Unfortunately, it is my... Whoa.
That's regrettable. Speaking of unfortunate. And if you notice there on the IB on the Gustav, you saw Fuzama quickly make an adjustment there, and I think he even like opted to straight up just leave the scenario, recognizing that Sprite was probably going to just like back off after Gustav. It's interesting decision, but the JB, the Rings of Saturn, my friend, if it is coming, you will make contact. I promise you.
Right, cleaning up on that second game a bit there. I feel like both those games went actually very similar, where you like Fuzz felt in the zone for a minute, and then Sprite just turns right back around and is like, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think you're doing here?
This is gonna feel like a Skipper / Barlow quote here, but he went Baja Blast mode, and I was like, oh, okay. They went Baja Blast mode, and I was like, oh, all right. Look, you got her done. I'm not gonna say nothing. So yeah, that will conclude one half of our losers quarters. In the next half of it, we have Just a Tomato versus Soliloquy. Again, this will be not again. We haven't seen these guys play. This will be Kagura versus New 13, which you want to speak on that? Because I'm scratching my head. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if I've as my little time dabbling in Kagura, I don't know if I ever played this matchup. On paper, this seems this almost seems like the peak. Like, it's bad for Kagura, you know, until it isn't. You just two-touch New and she's sad.
I feel like when you
The wheel of fate is turning.
something about the way you said that was just really funny. So sincere, just she's sad.
She's sad. Okay.
You got the early EA coming out here. Soliloquy already. What? I did not think that there was a cross under afterwards on the. I don't even know that was a LaTeX there. That was really surprising. Big pickup until it is fallen onto the ground. New 13 again. You know, not a lot of health, and Kagura is a little beefy. You know, he's got the protein shakes on hand.
New not the highest damage character either in this situation, so it does take quite a few hits here to chip away at Kagura. So
There's
you
a
gotta
lot
play on point here.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird dynamics for both players. Right now, you can see that Tomato is prioritizing setting up Orb rather than, I like that OB quite a lot. There's not many options post 2B that New 13 is really gonna, oh, that's a regrettable drop. That's unfortunate. I can only assume that a charge just was not quite dialed in for like either a BFAF or a CFAF. Oh no, baby, what is you doing? How's your barrier gone? The drive swords don't chip. It's just the specials. Yikers. Okay, we are looking at like CPEX new 13 now. You do not want to unlock like CPEX new 13. Let me tell you something. That was maybe not the best of times if you hate zoners.
That was a time indeed, but I was playing Hollow, so I was the villain too.
you were already doing stuff. Oh my god, I wasn't even playing CPEX. I never bought CPEX actually. I like saw the changes and was like, that's cool, but I wasn't like, I was still in college, so I wasn't on the streets, so I was like, oh whatever, I'll just wait for the next like main game to pop in.
I low-key kinda like, I thought CPEX was pretty heated, but I know a lot of people are a little more iffy on it.
Now, I would have loved for, Bullet 5C5D to stay from CPEX.
Oh, I know
That
you
would
did.
have been sick.
That
That would
would
have been sick. That introduced special cancels from drive. That's some gas, But oh god, you're getting command grab. Okay, it is not time to click burst. It's just time to accept that this round is over. Actually, so we'll see you next time.
Yeah. No, a good choice there by Soliloquy. No hero verse here.
Rebel 3.
Yeah, playing a villain anyway with an Axel profile pick. Well, I guess it's kind of heroic. But anyway, I digress.
Oh,
Jesus. That's like the second big air throw we've seen from Soliloquy. The last one was from the Lucy set, and unfortunately both times it doesn't convert
okay. I got the EA Rift here. Get some active flow going.
much. Oh,
Nice.
no. What are you doing? You are too close for a 2C there, buddy. Some Kagras, when they get very comfortable, will like pilot, it will like, try to finagle a 2C at mid-range, but let me tell you something. When you click that OD and that button is active and it passes through, it phases through your, speaking of phasing through stuff. Ooh,
Oh my god.
ooh, speaking of okay, you're not dead, but OD is coming up for the character you would not want. Oh god, that was a CA. Speaking of which, there it is. OD's coming out.
The actual one. The JB just kind of clipping down the cross up and barely getting the confirmed in with that 5A.
I hate that he was right both times. He jump canceled, and I was like, surely, Soliloquy dashes out. No, it was CA. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Next opportunity come up. Oh, no, D, that makes sense. The cross up JB in the back pocket. Ah, damn.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Getting foamed in the head by JB, especially when it crosses up like that, sucks. Because I'm like, huh? Oh, my God.
That button is like funny looking there. Chagro JB.
It is. I think the worst looking JB is still Mu 12s. I don't know who animated that and said I did a good job today, because that is a strange looking thing. I'm not gonna lie. That's not a fade. Kagura JB makes sense. It just pisses me off when it still hits cross up anyway, even though it looks like the most cross up button of all time.
Yeah, his over the most cross up button. At least it matches the profile.
Yes. Then you get then you hit with cross up JB from using opposite.
The Soliloquy kind of just...
They were out of range of 6C there. CA coming out from Tomato.
Oh
no. This is very doable now. This is actually incredibly doable. With active flow as well.
Okay.
If you are Cogger, if you are Tomato here, getting the burst from what otherwise would have been a disastrous round one here is a good, secondary, winning. That's a absolutely A-okay consolation prize.
And this is why now you've got the early hit, and Soliloquy is just going to have to hold all this offense right now.
The 5B ends up catching. Tomato still on the ball, recognizing the whiff due to the backdash from Soliloquy. It's two combos, and let me tell you, it's real simple to do the math on a 10k character. That's a little over 70% right now. Things are looking a bit dicey here. 2DA catching the up back, actually. Oh my god, you forward tech? That's like the down tech mash. That's like the Dragon Ball down tech mash equivalent in this game. When you forward tech button, you're like, I think you're lame and stupid. Not that Tomato's actually saying that. I'm absolutely putting words in his mouth. He's a very sweet person, but it's just, it has that energy, that vibe.
Okay.
Oh, there's not.
All right.
I'm surprised that Soliloquy committed to the special cancel afterwards.
I just want to say, after that last round, Soliloquy still did not have the burst till about like 2 seconds ago.
Off of the EA, Tomato does, did trigger active flow. He's at about 70% OD. He's got a bit of time to work with, but given some of the routing we've seen from Soliloquy, it is very clearly in a guess for game scenario. So that burst of OD's got to come up real quick, and yeah, you're gonna have to flip a coin and call it, as they say. Oh my God! And you drop!
He wasn't ready for it to be in the air, I think. Oh my God.
Yeah, just EA. Don't piss me off.
Yeah.
Do not lose this neutral interaction, or I will be sad. Okay, that's a really good 5A actually.
Yeah, that 5A does kind of cool.
Oh my God, the orb!
It was traveling long enough.
Yeah, oh, that sucks. You have to be super preemptive. And the crazy part about it, Tomato had cut out a lot of orb usage in neutral leading up to that interaction. Dang, man, dang.
Kagura, the real zoner?
No, I will not give him that right, privilege, or satisfaction. I don't think any Kagura player would be satisfied being called a zoner, but most unfortunate. So yeah, that ends up concluding a large portion of our loser side. We still have a few more to go with eventually, but for the time being, we've got a whole hefty 3 out of 5 set coming your way. We've got Dawn, the Relius player, versus Noel's pup, aka Seb, the Noel main.
This is going to be our first 3 out of 5 set 2 for the night. The first of at least 3.
Yep. So keep in mind again the loser side setup. As we're leading into this, and we're good to go whenever we'll show in a second. But we'll just do it in the meantime after this set probably or something. I don't know. But we've got Sprite and Tomato set up for loser semis, while Dawn and Noel's pup are here in winner side. This determines again who gets at least second place here. So I think we are pretty good to go. Yeah.
Someone not auto pass. I hope it's not me. Okay, it's not
No.
me. Oh, Tomato's still in here.
You got to get out, man. You got to leave. Go away. We'll see you in a moment. But for now, you got to get out of here, man.
Please select your character.
Swear to God, if you put yourself on auto pass, you're selfish and greedy. That is incredible. You're selfish and greedy for that. I want you to know.
He wants front row seats, man.
You look at a Twitch stream,
He's in the chat.
talking in the chat, listening to us talk. So why do you need a front row seat? You're already you're right there. He's tall too. You don't even need to nobody's sitting ahead. They'd have to be 6'5" or something. These guys, you give them an inch, they take a mile. I swear to God. I'm really on a mission to sound like a 50-year-old. I'm not that old. Jesus Christ. Anyway, dude, I'm not even yet in Unk status. I have to wait I have to wait an extra decade to actually formally hit that. I will with my skin tone, I will certify this one. I gotta wait a decade to start hitting that status. Anyway, all of that aside, we do, instead of an uncle, have a bad dad on the screen here currently, striking Noel Vermillion with his wife in tow. This is a pretty unfortunate scenario here for Noel, but they managed to squirrel their way out of there really quickly for what was at first the sandwich situation. That's pretty good. Ends up teching on the tick throw here, but that gauge is way back up. Once Don finds a way to get out of there, he's going to be okay. With that ender as well and the back roll, there's plenty of time to get a summon out. Oh my God, that 40 hit so late.
Yeah.
That was mad active. I didn't know it was that active. Oh my God.
Taking the skies over here.
Yeah, seriously. Able to follow up as well. Yeah, that's a hit the bricks moment if I've ever seen one. That's a just leave. Don legitimately just was I'm holding North today, so we'll see you in the skies, maybe.
Yeah, I'm safe up here. Your drives can't hurt me down there.
Yeah, seriously. He's opting for a lot of dash up, super jump, JTD as well. You can beat that by being a bit more. Yo, you guys believe in everyone's combos. You gotta stop being non-believers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be full-on atheist. You could be a little. You could be a little agnostic on people's confirms. There's not a problem with that.
I need to see.
You could be. You could be a little. I found out that missionaries were maybe not so good back in the day. You could do that. It doesn't have to all be like I believe in their routing. A little disbelief never hurt nobody. That's a tick throw. I'm so mad that I was right. I felt that in my soul. I haven't played against that guy in too long. Please super jump forward. Please super jump forward. You are so lucky.
Oh my
god.
You just believe?
Question mark. Backdash. Please leave. Just leave.
Don't believe in the combos, but you believe that duel's BIOS wouldn't hit you? And you were right?
These things happen. These things happen, dog. Oof. All right, we are going into game 2, and that was a pretty fast game 1. I think for Noel's pup, they really have to find a way to adjust their movement. The amount of times they got clipped by 4D, you've got to imagine that's on their mind. Now, what adjustments Noel makes to get out of there and avoid Relius's fantastic grounded buttons, I don't know, dog, but it is something to be very mindful of. Is that an Elster color?
Who?
Signalis. Yo, yeah, you clicked OD when Relius has his wife right by his side. You forgot the amount of privilege he gained just by going there. Like, Ignis on a, normally unsafe button is truly the, is like you watch somebody enter a gated community. And you're like, oh, so you're old money now, I guess. Like, for my Massachusetts friends, it's like watching Relius move into Wellesley. You watch him grow up. I'm like, oh, okay, he's in the South Shore, he's vibing out in Braintree, and then he moves to Wellesley and wipes it out. You're like, oh, okay. There's a lot of the latex there. Oh my god. See? Dude, look at Relius' ground buttons. It's so silly.
His ground, he's got no business having these ground buttons with the whole ball at his back either.
I forget if this was before or after I did a bunch of edits on Dust Loop, but when I used the frame step tool and understood that Relius 5B is like 9 hitbox for hitbox, frame to frame, Ragna 5B, I was like, oh, okay. I guess he gets to do that.
Except it's neutral, isn't it?
It is. I forget the frame data necessarily, but it's more so just like the hitbox, the way it expands, and like the exact frames at which it's coming out. It's just a very strong grounded option for an otherwise not traditional at all. Actually, it's a very powerful grounded button that you would not necessarily expect if you were considering Relius to be a traditional puppet character. I love this aggressive start from Noel's pup here. That was really fantastic movement.
I'm rooting for Noel. Big bias.
I am rooting for nobody. I just want violence. I'm gonna be fine.
I respect that so much.
Problems always. So see that interaction there with the invuln on all of that. That was chaos, and I'm for it for the time being. We'll see when and if you are pressing the overdrive button on Relius when he lives in Wellesley. Please be mindful of the HOAs that are probably in that town.
The drive normal there actually can't help the ball.
Okay, I'm surprised that Dawn is down backing as much, especially when Noel drive lows are not coming out very frequently for Noel's pup, and he has not had enough meter to RC into a low like we've seen for high-low mixing before. Reversal super is coming out because you could not pay me to block, and now it's your turn to block. You got to pay me instead. It's guess for game scenario or guess for round scenario here. Oh, that was so smart. That was so good. So it's been funny watching Dawn integrate the that specific mix-up. I used to get hit by that from Miura all the time. But moreover, it's really good awareness of resources to set that up and say, actually, I'm just down backing instead. And we'll see if a reversal option comes out, and Ignis will take care of the rest of those. Solid mashes are coming out here. I'm not gonna lie, Ben. This is looking real Dawn. This is looking real Dawn right now.
This Dawn definitely got control. I'm not sure how well Noel likes dealing with this matchup, but it ain't looking great right now. Oh, sniped on the toes there, and the full confirm by Dawn too.
Probably
Cross
the
with the sandwich.
I was not. I honestly was thinking of like, oh, he will do a BIOS and then decide to win.
Oh.
I don't know if that was a misinput or if that was intentional, but either way.
Oh, was it? I wonder if it overlaps with BIOS, and that was supposed to be
does.
BIOS.
BIOS is 236, 236D. If I remember correct, I'm gonna look this up right now. BIOS is 236, 236D, while Command Grab is a 236D input.
Oh, that definitely from like a 5C, I could have seen that trying to be BIOS. I work
5C
either way.
BIOS, yeah, 5C BIOS and 5C Command Grab are not uncommon options too, which, you know, makes it even more vague of like what was actually happening here. Because either way, like Relia's Command Grab is such a good closer for a round. It's like the round closer. Like, by the way, I have this in my back pocket.
Yeah, you're like
Multiple BIOS is like,
overwhelmed by everything else Release has done during the round, and then you see the wife's hand grab you.
dude, it feels so bad, and I'm just kind of looking at the screen like, yep, huh? Because it's not necessarily, it's not an unreactable command grab. It's not slow. It's not instant. It's a little fast, maybe. It's like 25 frames or something like that. I'm making up numbers, but it feels bad, man. When it connects. I like the decision from Noel's pup there to just exit out of the scenario. Sometimes you see Relius players get a little, not finicky, what's the word? They'll get a little tricky and try to use like 214B in order to kind of have their cake and eat it too in some of those aerial interactions. So it's good to just leave, you know, just hit the bricks. Dawn off of these interactions, forced to use the OD to recover the Ignis Gate. Oh, whoa, buddy,
God,
I don't
weird.
know. You are not hitting an S clip. Let me put it that way. And that's BIOS again. And that's unfortunate.
That's not how that can work, unfortunately. If that dollar's out, you are kind of forced to hold that.
I saw 5C and I was like, please don't do it. Because I know it's getting, I know that thing is getting puffered. Holy man. Alright, this is going to be pretty good. Let's see if it's 46A hard knockdown. Alright, time to guess, asshole.
Oh, drop the confirm early. Okay.
How quickly did you get hit? Because I know I did.
Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Final guess.
6A.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's burst save.
Yeah. Very rough scenario too. Because I don't think, 2C in that scenario doesn't have enough blocks done such that 2C OD cancel, like whatever follow-up works. And I feel like as Relius, you can just jump cancel and like even just plink a barrier just to be like, what if they do it at immediate timing? So it's a 50-50 that is not in your favor.
It's not, because he just gets the 2C 4D or whatever loop, where he just does 2C jump, 2C jump, while the wife's doing the nails.
Mhm.
Like, there was no guesswork there. That was just game. That was just it.
There is no guessing. It's
Relius is still living high and mighty in what town you were saying there?
Wellesley.
Wellesley.
Please select your character.
Dude, he's getting taxed real crazy. The kids are snooty, but hey, I guess we have a lot of money. It's Wellesley, baby. It's Wellesley.
Oh yeah, we're shifting. Yeah, all right. Last 2 out of 5, or 2 out of 5, 2 out of 3 of the night here.
This is gonna be a slugfest.
Yeah.
These two fellows are not afraid to press buttons.
This is a run back too.
The wheel of fate
Oh my
is
goodness,
turning.
of this evening
Rebel
or
1. Action.
But yeah, tomato spray.
oh, it is. It is. Tomato earlier had ended up winning 2-0 versus Sprite. Let's see what changes in this set here.
Ooh, okay, Snipe does a great job there.
Yeah, I was like, JC doesn't get that far, and then I like barely peeked the startup.
GC kind of does go that far though.
It's weird. So I look at JC, it's smaller than I think it is, but it's bigger than I wish it was. You understand?
I get what you're saying.
Like, it's not quite the right. It's like when you get
Rebel,
it's like when you get a medium T-shirt and you just ate a pizza. Like, this is not quite it for right now.
Okay,
I like that. I'm surprised that Wyvern ended up whiffing there. I think Surfboard might have connected, but I don't know. Placing Surfboard in Kagero's offense can feel a little awkward sometimes that early.
Yeah, it's a little. If the opponent's ready for it, if you IB it, it's a little rough to get like anything meaningful.
I love IBing Surfboard and just pressing.
Uh,
Sometimes though I'm wrong and they RC and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Oh,
Okay.
Henrik Gustav's going to lead to a lot of corner carry. This isn't going to kill, but this would have led to a lot more. But hey, when your opponent whiffs a flash kick, you get a win anyway. So, does it really matter?
Rebel,
Does it?
3, action.
It certainly does not. Oh my God, JC again, just coming down.
I'm watching JC catch extended hurt boxes in ways I have never seen it catch before.
Okay, Sprite got the offense kind of going right now. As I say that, just a tomato, just up forwarding actually.
Dude, he hits the Sonic Adventure 2 pose, and I'm like, come on, man. Why am I getting hit now? Oh, jeez.
It's all on you. It's a cross up and
All right.
everything.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
What? in all of my time playing this video game, I have not seen such a weird RC in the 2DA. Who the hell does that?
Listen, you would have got hit.
Probably, because who does that?
No, hey, hold on. There's some logic. I think the second hit of that stance is low.
I don't know, man. Either way, it was funny as hell. I was just like, huh?
Had to do a double take.
It's such a strange like place to put it. You're like, huh? It's like you look at a welcome mat and it's in like the freaking what's it called? It's like getting a welcome mat in the middle of like a stairwell. Like, why do you put it here? What's going on? Like, I didn't trip and fall, thank God, for the existence of friction and physics. But what? Watching him hit the pose again, and this dude's routing like he's on Radical Highway. Jesus.
He just hit me for the love of the game.
He's hitting it for the vibes. I can't even blame him. Oh yeah, he refuses to be struck.
I will not be.
See, look at the 2 C's, man. I swear to God, please, IADJP. I will pay you $2 through PayPal, so it's not even that much money. But please, IAD buttons. He's swinging the big sword low. It's a mid. Please, look at it again. Please.
Oh.
All right. Shit. Aw, damn. Yeah,
that
you have
was
this awesome. That's just unfortunate. I swear to God. I see him 2C or jump. Oh, okay. That's a good flash. Never mind. I'm a hater. Never mind. I'm a hater.
I hit low. Ooh, extension. I didn't know it could extend like that.
That was pretty cool.
Tomato.
All right, yeah, again, why are we missionaries of our opponent's combos? Please hold the attack button. You
there is
just
way
gotta hold
too
A,
much-
B, or C.
Too much trust. There's too much trust in this bracket. I do not like it.
Like, what? If an opponent is comboing me, I'm assuming I'm in a thieves' den. Some robbery or something stupid is gonna happen. I'm holding tech, I'm going to leave, and I might just mash. I might just hit a button just for the thrill of the kill. Jesus Christ, I heard Mark
Oh, air throw.
tried air throwing there, and I'm not gonna lie, that Azrael dive kick, I swear to God, his hurtbox removes himself from the situation. He shifts into the Z plane, and I'm like, all right. It's technically a Y-axis. Game development.
Oh.
But who cares? There's an OD, and that's not even a punish. That probably is actually a punish, but I was not expecting a cross-up decision here. Oh, we're just hitting them. We're playing soccer with the man's body. Because Jesus Christ.
Oh, you just waited for
swear to
that.
Christ.
He was so.
From that distance, please hold north. Hold north. You will be okay. You can go visit Santa. Christmas is like 2 months away. You're gonna
Can't
make
be
it.
dead. Kagura's
He's not
bad.
dead, but it's close. Oh, active flow? Yeah, you might be sensitive to that. Wow. This is why you play the character and not me. This is why I can't do this. Aside from having someone to shoot the shit with, thank God you. Man, I just be wrong sometimes. Oh my God, you might just get shit. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm actually mildly surprised that had enough body involved to go through all of that.
Like, that was really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be so pissed if I was Sprite, but if I'm Tomato, I'm cackling. I'm shaking a hand, walking away a respectable distance, and cackling with my friends. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. Unfortunate. But hey,
Well,
good stuff.
yeah. On the run back, Tomato defended his title promptly, still ending on a 2-0 there against Sprite.
Yeah, it's good stuff, honestly. So that does lead to our losers final set of Noel's Pup versus Just the Tomato. These two had not ended up encountering each other in the bracket. They were placed on opposite sides. So now we'll see what the I don't know, inevitable conclusion is. I haven't played enough Under Night to have something shooting out the back pocket. It's Noel versus Kagura. Given the way that we've seen some of these sets, something very fun, very silly might just occur. Or we see a tragedy. I don't know. Either way, I'm probably laughing. So, you know, we'll make it.
I am interested to see how this matchup goes.
Yeah, with these play, because I don't know. Have you seen these guys playing?
No, I don't know if I've seen a Noel Kagura throwdown like
Ever?
well, like if I have, it was not enough to really know the full grasp here.
Like, surely it's been like at most like a grip and some change ago, right?
Yeah, like this
God.
stuff happened at Beach episode. We had like Cam and Tomato.
I don't know if they played that Beach episode. I think because in top 8 I was just kind of like, I'm gonna lock in, man. I got my sorry, I was gonna say something very crazy. I will leave that in the Twitter drafts because I know I'm gonna forget immediately after this match. Jesus. Oh, unfortunately not there with the full confirm. Both players kind of dancing around each other. You know, I kind of describe these as like, you know, these have kind of been like very quick engagements. We haven't seen like a big full route. That drive right. Whoa, okay. I got hit.
Yeah, I like the awareness there. Saw that the combo did not quite work the way they wanted to, but kept the drive pressure tight and safe and used that meter there for a little tricky low. And you know, they're nice. Uh-oh.
That wasn't as cool, as crazy as the last 2DA, but I was like, whoa.
that one did jump scare me a bit, but apparently Noel's Pup was just like ready for it.
Like, dude, I'm only blocking that offline, and I'm gonna block that on like the last available frame, be like, gee willikers or something. Like, what? You know when sometimes somebody like places an overhead, and you're like, huh? And then you randomly block it anyway, and you're like, Jesus Christ, that was close.
I'd be thinking like, I'm nice.
Dude, I'd be like, huh? Oh, I guess I blocked it. But that's me with Tsubaki 6A. like, and Tsubaki 6A is slow. It's really slow for an overhead, but I still block it really last minute. I'm like, wow, okay. Good recognition on the distance, realizing that even a micro dash button wouldn't be able to get it done. So instead, trying to find like an opportunity for a safe jump, and still, you know, through that offense and grit, landing a great route into killing Tomato here.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is really coming to play much because I feel like it's been like more neutral in this first game so far. But I think on offense, Noel actually is another character that can consistently go into a hard knockdown, which can limit Kagura's wake-up options.
Yeah. For those that are not in the know about this particular matchup dynamic, due to basically just the systems of CF, on hard knockdowns, Kagura can't flash kick because you're forced to hold the stick at neutral in order to tech. And it is, you know, again, it's a hard knockdown, right? You know, he can quick rise flash kick, but that carries its own set of risks. Quick rise is still good in its own right, you know, especially, you know, if you get your opponent used to certain wake up options, but it incurs more risk than a traditional neutral tech DP. Talking about risk, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing a lot of reward.
I was gonna say this is a Kagura game. That I cannot believe that 3C RC still comboed into like the dash 2B there.
I don't know. I watched him. I don't know Kagura routes. Sometimes I watch Tomato get hits. I'm like, what's happening here? Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not disappointed. Like, sometimes I'm interested. I'm just like, huh? Like, this
I was like, he knew to do that.
I'm like, why do you have this out? Like, what's going? Stop burst beating! It's Noel Vermillion, man! Oh my God! Kagura, Mutsuki, dude, just take your damage. It's Noel. It's Noel. What's her OD gonna do? What's her neutral gonna do?
Wait, let her burst. Like, just let her burst.
Let her burst. You go to full screen. What are you gonna do? What's she gonna do? 236B? Run at you and click 2B? You clearly are very happy with clicking 2C and neutral.
That was a lot of damage.
Do it.
Oh, that was the meanest overhead ever.
Yikes. It's time to go to round 3, my friend. Let's see that double super. You got shot. Ooh.
Bullets for days.
Yeah.
3, action.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I looked away. I saw a counter hit JB. I was like, what the hell happened? Gunshots over here. No fireworks in the area. Jesus. Good movement from Tomato here. Oh, and even better 4D from Noel's pup. Ends up realizing the distance, goes for the 2-2B instead. Really smart stuff with the routing here. Oh my God.
I mean, oh, yeah, if that pickup happened, that would be
You see that, JC, man? It's not even about the hitbox, it's the hurtbox. Why is his hurtbox not present? That's what aggravates me. Look at it again! Oh God. See, now I'm getting the war flashbacks. Now he's defaulting back to the neutral jump JC. I said this at his very first set and then he barely did it. He's just 2C'ing instead. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay.
I wonder if
I don't know if the charge
there
for window there was intentional or not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, no way.
That's a bit rough there, buddy. That's genuinely just unfortunate. You are getting sent into a dangerous situation. It is 3 out of 5, but yikers. Oh, wait, never mind. It's Joker. It's just Joker.
It's not Joker, is it?
It's not Joker. I'm just wrong. I'm sorry. Our Scream Runner is good and is updating the match and is updating the scoreboard quickly.
Yeah. We got people on point here.
I got cooked. I can't even front. I'm so sorry. Shout outs to production. Shout outs to our TOs for doing the work that they do. They really are the unsung heroes. Like, I get to yell and say stupid things, and Ben gets to go, "What is this guy saying?" and laugh. But there's a lot of work that comes into putting these things together.
Yeah, I'm watching BlazBlue while Toledo hyper analyzes and also makes some wild comments. And I'm just here to chill. Like,
I'm not wilding too much. We're having a good time. It's been a while since we've been on the desk together.
I know. All right, well, that's because you're usually out here gaming still.
I'm doing other stuff. I haven't been gaming as much. I swear to God. I just want to watch one IAD. I just want to see one IAD. If I get one thing out of tonight, please somebody IAD and counter a TC. Please make them have to consider other neutral options. You are simplifying the blackboard so much. Like, you're taking a complex math equation and you are now letting a Kagura player only do 2 + 2 = 4. Please make them do the quadratic formula to be successful in neutral. Because my God. I even forget the quadratic formula. Obviously, like, I can boot it up on the calculator and I'll make my thing. But oh, damn, that was a good quick rise.
Yeah, there we go.
There's no silliness here. That was just smart. A good adjustment on the usual.
The wake up 2D though, that was kind of a bummer.
That was belligerent. That was very belligerent. That could have been a Katama or something.
That
it's just like,
yeah, that could have ended very badly. It did not, but
I want to talk about the projectile interaction that just happened after the set because it was a very blink and you miss it moment. I kind of believe in the full send of there. Not the 2C though. I disagree with that on principle, and I just want to feel correct, which is why I'm going to harp on it. It's complete bias.
It doesn't confirm the get a punishment there.
Oh, what an OD! Oh no! Still flash kick anyway. No RC for any follow-up. That's rough. You can still continue your offense, but Kagura OD. Oh my god. Okay. He pulled that out from somewhere. He had hammer spin. I genuinely do not know how he clutched that out. That was like I want to give genuine props to that. That was cool.
Tomato got some plot armor.
I don't know if it's plot art. I think that was like that's a reassertion kind of round. Sometimes you take a round and you're like, oh, I'm actually better right now, and you just have like you have the ego boost kicking. Like that 6C round start, that's an ego boost. They could have run in and hit a button, but you did 6C because you believe. And you know what? You might have even been a little correct. Oh my gosh, 4K damage.
That's quite the round start hit there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus!
Just run back in with the 5B.
Because realistically speaking, Tomato would have had to like 2B or maybe 6B to intercept the run on 5B. That was a fast decision.
No, Noel does damage sometimes. That was a 2-way hit right there.
Yeah, Noelle is capable of doing damage. It's just that most of her starters in a lot of situations, like she's not gonna get a lot, but she can output. But you know the mix-ups options are not usually as powerful. You know she's speed. Jesus Christ, she's speed, but you know her neutral lacks certain tools, and her pressure is lacking. But can she do 4K? Yes, she can do that. Oh, I like that quite a bit from Tomato. I don't know if that was intended to be a buffered Katamos, but I do respect that. You know what? I'll just bury her instead as a decision. Ooh, that was a messed up charge. I think that was meant to be something else.
I think that might have been counter assault, but he had a back charge and tried to hit forward B.
On a gap. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, speaking of counter assault.
Yeah, Noel's buff was like, all right, I know what's coming next time.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I would have thought of that. I would have been like, oh, I guess that would. Holy Ray! Spring Ray! Wow.
That is invincible.
He's invincible. But what a big decision. On Kagura, who just clicked OD. Like,
actually, it's the same as DPing on an OD.
Dude, alright, look. If Kagura is at that health range and is ready to rock, and clicks all face buttons on the controller, I'm scared. But it's very evident that Noel's Pep was not scared, and in fact was correct in that decision and behavior. So what can I really say?
Say Noel's Pup is now in grand finals here, loser side, for the run back against Dawn.
And again, despite what was a very dominant losers finals, the winner's final set versus Dawn was rough going. So we'll see how this ends up shaking out. Clearly, Noel's Pup has a good amount of momentum leading into it. So we'll just have to see how it shakes out. Relius can definitely be an icy kind of opponent if he opts to like slow down the set like considerably.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of as the player, you guys can ready up by all means, please. I just want to quickly speed run through, a couple of do a quick little ad read to be very forward with y'all. Again, there is a GoFundMe available to bring, international CF talent for Frosty Fausting. So if you want to see that, please feel free to donate, put that bread in by all means. I think it is really awesome that the community is starting to do this sort of thing. I genuinely really love to see that initiative being taken. I think that's really great. If you guys are interested in our next weeklies over tomorrow and the day afterwards, we have Plus R coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Under Night 2, especially if you're coming off of the back of Climax of Night, that is coming in immediately afterwards. And then in just basically 2 weeks, we have our bi-monthly coming up. It has our usual slot of games. You guys can see it on the graphic. I'm going to say it out loud in case we're on the second screen here. You've got Under Night 2, Blaze Blue, Strive, Sailor Moon S, Rev 2, MBAC, Grand Blue, and Plus R. So we've got a whole slew of games. With that being said, what has been a violent beginning to this bracket is sure to come to a violent end as we move on to our grand finals. Again, this will be Dawn versus Noel's Pup.
Toledo, you gonna make a nice little appearance at the monthly this month? Next month? Whatever month?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna be lazy. Who knows? I'm just gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna be straightforward. I have no idea what I'm doing that day. So maybe question mark. But yeah, we'll get dates and all that such for the next burst limit. I do not have the information, so I do not even want to chance line.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are good to go, folks. My cup of water is empty. Please ready up really quick, and then I'm just gonna sprint there and back, and I'm just gonna have a full cup of water so I can proceed.
I've been carefully rationing mine, so please go hydrate.
Do not ration well. I would die in The Walking Dead really quickly.
At least the zombies would get it. All right, here we go. Final set of the night here. We got the run back of Noel's pup versus Dawn. Dawn sitting comfy on winner's side here. Noel's team powering up Noel here to try to make the run back here. Let's see if Noel's up can make something happen compared to winners finals.
Okay, I'm back. I'm watching a spring raid whiff, but nobody is really getting struck yet. Okay.
Yeah. We see the dicey round start here, but not a lot of pain and suffering yet.
I'm just not expecting to see that.
I'm just saying it how it is, all right?
I'm not against it. I just wasn't expecting. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 40 counter hit. Perhaps it has begun already. We'll see what happens with this next hit. Delay air dash coming in, but again, pretty safe with the timing on that OD there. 6A OD cancel in order to get a route off of it. You keep Ignis happy and healthy. You could do a BIOS if you feel like it, but it's not going to take the round yet, so keeps it meterless for the time being. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Well, just trying to get in and kind of get pressure going. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. One thing that can be very irritating to deal with when you're playing against Noel is like just JD. There are certain times in which like a Noel just places a JD in such a unusual place that you're like, huh? And she manages to shift her hurt box into your whiffs, you get hit or something like that. Big tick throw opportunities coming up. You can tell that 6C was actually really smart. I'm going to talk about it real quick here. That 6C, I am 90% sure, was meant to catch an up back. From Dawn there. You saw that there were a lot of tick throws coming in there, like a lot of the jab pressure, and you saw Dawn flicker barrier, which makes it likely that he was throw-lessing in those spots. And given that you are kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't, sometimes you have to commit to just jumping in those scenarios. We see a TRM from Dawn coming in now instead. So I believe that was why Noel's pup ended up locking in with the 6C instead, which is an otherwise somewhat unusual button to place. Really good pickup off the spring rate as well. We're going no coast, no thing.
I feel like 6C that not like terrible. It's got some pretty good cancel options as long as you make them block. Like we saw a different set. I think it was the winner's side or winner's finals where Donna just straight up OD'd to it, and that is like you're feeling sad. But
yeah, you were mentioning the delay Gatling window as well.
Yeah. It's huge. You can basically see the animation of the like second part of it coming out, which you can just crouch under. So there's no real threat to it. And then she can just go like 2C. Like it would still Gatling to 2C.
Oh gosh, that's rough.
Oh man.
Alright, dual BIOS is out. It's time to guess for round, buddy.
Yeah.
And so far, you are definitely not getting the parlay. That is most unfortunate.
That last hit there, the sneaky cross up, the jump over, dash back.
It gets quite rough here. Burst gauges are looking pretty favorable for... Jesus Christ, okay. Just watched him walk up and just punch him. 6A's connecting once again, and mind you, 6A is not necessarily... It's not a fast button, really, but I think with the way that Dawn is placing it, Noel's pup is very clearly getting caught out. That still picked up. Good recognition on the routing here, and you see again the commitment to jumping on the jab pressure. We're probably going to see that variations of that over the set, depending on how long it goes. For the time being, Dawn's keeping it as burst safe as possible. Easily gets it with the 2C there, and he is taking game 1 of Grants.
Yeah, no, that's like the kind of situation that Noel's pup got into in the last set there with Dawn. That 2C loop there keeps Relius extremely burst safe. As you can see, you just kind of do this little hop. You ain't committing to nothing. The wife's got your back.
Yeah.
Cheap stuff.
You know the old image of Diva with a dude with a gun where it's like, if I shoot, she shoot? That's how I feel sometimes when I watch Relius play. That's a really great 6A, but unfortunately he lives in Wellesley. The wife is out. They have a picket fence, a gated community, and an HOA. You are not entering there without somebody looking at you weird, buddy. Please don't OD on Relius pressure there.
Oh.
6A hard not easy once again. We are indeed getting mixed with high lows, but it's the crush trigger that ends up cracking Noel open here. And I'm not gonna lie, you're going back to a hard knockdown if the combo finished, but you're still dying anyway, so I guess it kind of sucks.
Yeah, the tech buttons not working out. Choosing violence did not pay off there. Next time though.
Yeah, and you gotta be really mindful. This is like the Relius OD cancel situations are terrible. It sucks when you OD in the middle of Relius pressure. You have to be prepared to just EA on immediate timing. Like, you have to hold EA there, because otherwise, like, the 60 is gonna come out because it is it's just a very easy scenario. Like, click the 6D. If the EA, you are going to get hit anyway. If they don't, then hey, it's my turn on your powerful defensive system mechanic. So you really have to just respect the option when it's available and block out Relius until he's forced to descend. It's clear that Noel's pup is very active with like his defensive decisions, which is not necessarily bad. But there are times against Relius, like, let me put it this way. There are times when you're playing against Relius when you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. And if you're not as good at that, you're just going to get clipped with the most nuts. Whoa, buddy! Yikers! Oh no! Why did you roll? Yikers! Okay, that sucks. This is disastrous. Please leave. Super jump forward because he's just going to try to air throw you, or you get hit like this. Okay, you're fine though. Okay, we're fine though. We're fine. Ignis is gone. Ignis is gone. He moved out. Rant got raised in Wellesley, and now you're back to Braintree. It's fine. You just had to spend, half of your income to get there by using your burst. It's not okay, but it's fine.
We need to take sacrifices sometimes.
We say sacrifices, but really it's feeling a little bit more like highway robbery.
The bank account may be empty, but listen, we can get the savings back.
The bank account is empty. That's bad.
No,
that's bad.
Hold on.
please, fill me in. What happened?
The bubble's about to crash, I promise.
What? Dude, the economy is already... I'm not even going to get into it here. Okay, we're doing Noel pressure, we're jabbing, we're looking for TRMs, but Dawn is holding north because he's recognizing the TRM scenarios and I don't know elsewhere, or he's holding north. Who knows? There's not enough information to go by. You're getting high load, asshole, and now you're going to get mixed for game. It's time to figure it out. I'm shocked he didn't do a bios. Would have covered for the... counter assault quite well, and again would have led to a get for goal scenario. But oh my god, for the meter assault, you might just die. Well, you're not going to die, but you're going to get kind of CMV'd for a little bit, and you better hope that neutral skip works out well. Because yeah, I swear to God, if you do a bios from him, he's going to do a bios in neutral. I'm going to be pissed. I swear to God. Oh no!
I feel it's coming. Is it coming?
No, he's playing neutral. No. We're chilling out.
Oh my god,
that was good. That was good. Did you know, by the way, that Relius's JD, like J2D and J6D do like almost like 1k damage or whatever on their own? Like just as a hit, they just do mad base damage for like no reason.
Damn, the doll got muscle too? The doll been eating
I need you to understand how often I have been struck by Relius Clover in general. It's 900 damage. Sorry, I just looked it up. It's 900 damage. Yeah. So like,
that's a meaty swing still.
Yeah, I've gotten hit a lot of times by this person.
Nice person.
This person.
You know, doll is not real Toledo. She can't.
Doll is, well, by God, when I look at the windscreen, she's still there. So what do? 6B, another incredibly meaty one, but this is drive pressure, so it's kind of a funny reversal of fortune, right? Like, there are places where you don't want to hit OD because of the opponent's D button, and you kind of saw Noel. Hard knockdown, high low mix, ECA'd, most regrettable. Even a burst too? Jesus Christ, you're spending a lot of money to stay in this neighborhood, dude.
Nah, they ain't cheap out here. Oh, feel it.
I don't know what happened there, but I'm not gonna lie. You just got punched in the dome. We'll see what happens to the rest of this.
Okay.
Oh, we're blocking. Okay.
We're back. Okay, but maybe too late at this point.
Well, we're back in one way of the word, right?
There was player interaction.
I think I would agree with that. Yes. Oh goodness. Oh wow. I don't think I've ever actually seen a non-counter hit pick up of that button. Speaking of which, counter hit, but it wasn't even a combo. Kind of got hit again by the high. The wife is gone. We're back. We're chilling out, and we're mashing indeed. And I'm not gonna lie, that's fantastic. This is really good for Noel's Pup here. We're dealing solid damage. OD is available for Relius. CA comes out, but that's fine. You got him to spend the meter. You're not really getting. Whoa, you're pressing.
The magic tech point there. Sometimes.
Yeah. I want to point out the little moment of hesitation there, post 214A there. Dawn has been setting up 2-2Bs and 2-2Cs afterwards to catch mashes, because traditionally you can just hit Ignis after that button. But Dawn was setting up 2-2Bs in order to counter hit Noel's Pup for doing that. So you see the hesitation there, which allows Dawn to actually get away with that in that instance here. Double Super's going to be able to kill. You know, we're still in it here. We got the dash, in fact, really good. But I just want to note that as an interaction for how Ignis is playing around and is present in neutral.
Rebel 3, action.
Oh my god, we're at turning point.
Yeah, we are turning point. Someone is in that turning point.
I just kind of stopped talking. I was like, oh.
Taking it in now.
My bad. I forgot about the drama of the moment. Please hit a 5B and catch a jump. I've watched it. Or 2B. Oh, a 5C? We'll take that. Please back away. Hit a 4D.
Oh, end up on the other side? Hold on. Okay. Here we go.
I love when I do my defensive option and it turns into my opponent's cross-up. Left, right. That sucks, don't it? Oh, good movement, but I really do like the 5B from Dawn to stuff out the approach. A CA is happening soon. I feel it in my bones. Oh, or not. Never mind. Maybe my bones were wrong. I actually have nothing for this. Okay, there's no hard knockdown from here unless you delay tech and he's just gonna 3C. You did okay. We're gonna break that down in a moment because that was a lot. But there's no pickups here. There's a purple throw. Please just super it and wipe her from the face of this round. Okay, we got a Voltado. Dawn wins Grand Final. I just really want to focus on the fact that I witnessed a Noel do CARC, which is great. That's fantastic. That's good, right? Then I watched CARC into 4D. I just want to really emphasize on what I just watched happen. Like, not only was it already your turn because you RC to CA, so you're plus a bajillion. In this moment, whether maybe it was unintentional, and you know I'll harp a little less, right? Because ultimately, we've watched Noel's Pup do some really great work in this bracket, and I want to highlight that. And I don't want to be a rude person, but that was just crazy to do CARC into your pseudo reversal option. That was a lot. That was a lot. Anywho, I do want to say good stuff from both players. Dawn played excellently, played to the matchup, and played to Noel's Pup's habits. Noel's Pup, while, you know, unfortunately losing to Dawn here, still had some really interesting stuff throughout each round of that set.
Yeah.
Folks, it's 10:32. We got out of work early. It's 4:30 p.m. We're getting out before traffic really hits. Folks, thank you guys so much for coming around. We've already got the raid set up. Thank you to our streamer. Shout outs to Chris Bardell. Ben, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Guys, get the heck out of here. Be kind to Blix who we're raiding. Remember, don't be weird. We play video games. Sometimes for money, in fact.
also, claim those Matrino codes.
Claim the Matrino codes. You know, put a little extra, you know, a little extra bread on the table. And them quarters add up for laundry. Let me tell you something. Anyway, I digress, folks. take it easy. It's been a very fun bracket to yap about.
Indeed.
Bye.